But I have begun to wonder. What if it wasn't a dream? What if this life we're leading, all of this, you and me, everything, what if all of this is the illusion?
That's a scary thought.
I know. But maybe, just maybe, Benny isn't the dream. We are. Maybe we're nothing more than figments of his imagination. For all we know, at this very moment, somewhere far beyond all those distant stars, Benny Russell is dreaming of us.
Yo, everybody, welcome to the fucking show. That, I don't know about you two, but that was probably one of the most touching intros we've had.
Oh my god.
I was about to fucking cry. One of the best.
Is that from the movie?
That's from an episode of Deep Space Nine entitled Far Beyond the Stars.
Okay.
And it's about an African American writer. Oh my god, it's too much. It's too much, Joe. Anyhow, welcome to the show, everybody.
I'm gonna say something controversial.
God. Oh, here we go.
All right. Your boy Benjamin Sisko. I like him more than Picard.
Well, it depends on the situation.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
If Picard was up against the Jem'Hadar, he would have fucking negotiated his way out of that shit.
Let me tell you some shit. Right now.
Please, before we even start the episode, guys, let's get into some Star Trek discussion. This is gonna be a whole new show.
If Picard was against the Jem'Hadar would have fucking won.
That's fucking bullshit. I don't appreciate that tone, and I don't like that at all. I'm talking Enterprise D crew, second season. Worf on fucking drums.
Second season. So without fucking your girl Beverly Crusher?
Beverly can... No, dude, because fucking Pulaski was way crazier and would do some fuck... She didn't give a fuck what the captain thought, dude. She didn't... Because Beverly was fucking Picard, dude. You can't have... Come on.
Man, alright, we gotta... We've already lost our entire audience.
Everybody, welcome to Punk Disputes and Hardcore Disapprovals. That's...
Almost.
Hardcore Disagreements.
There you go.
Yo, I want to tell you both right now, the name of the Discord is wrong then. So, anyhow, welcome to Punk Disputes and Hardcore Disagreements. My name's Keith. As always, we're joined with the fabulous, the marvelous Aaron.
Oh, I thought you were going to introduce Joey with that.
That's you. You wait for Joe's.
Thank you.
I'm excited. Hello, Aaron.
Hey.
Aaron, how's it going?
I'm here.
All right, and then
no, I had a wonderful evening, but this wasn't it.
Oh, coming at us with that fly shit real quick. All right. And obviously, I mean, the heart of the show, we got your boy Joey here.
Hello, everybody.
Were you just fucking showing off your dimples, bro?
It's got the dimples.
All right.
Got to style the show.
I got something. Anyhow, welcome to the show, everybody. Thanks for fucking tuning in. If this is what is this, our 5th episode now? Holy shit.
Halfway there.
We're halfway through a season, everybody. We're trying to do 10 episodes a season. We're going to do this till the day we fucking die. I don't care how many kids each of us has, how many fucking people die out of us. We're going to keep going. If Aaron's gone, we're going to keep going. If I'm gone, we're going to keep going.
Kids are going to do it.
Kids are going to do this. Aaron's teaching us how to live. So, I want to...
Don't bring my kids into this.
All right. Anyways, so what? This episode's a little special, I feel like. Why?
Yeah.
Why is that, guys? I mean, I could tell them, but No.
No.
Well, we have no guest, intentionally.
We could
It's
have
a,
if we wanted. Just
yeah,
throwing that
yeah.
out
Don't
there.
get it twisted. You know, we're popular.
Special planned everything.
We, you know, we want to do kind of a more personal episode. We picked releases for this one, but I don't think we're gonna dive into them as much as we normally do. They're all three classics. I don't think there's really much we can say that hasn't been said a million times. It's kind of more about us and our musical journeys.
I don't care if it's been done before. I'm gonna do it again.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe
What?
we have different approaches, but
See how it goes.
it's kind of about our how we got into punk rock.
Yeah, agreed. I would say this one is more to let if we have an audience, you know, if this isn't your first time, if this is your fifth time, thanks for fucking tuning in again. But this is more for our audience to understand where your commentators are coming from, I guess.
Yeah, just some background on us.
We are people, and we had lives, and we still do. We're going to get into all of that today. That's kind of the thing. All right. I mean, shit. I mean, boys, what do you think? Are we ready to get into the first band? We actually did pick bands for this. It's just kind of the bands that we felt really made us look more into the punk scene, I guess, if that makes sense. Is that agreeable?
Yeah, for me, I don't know about Joey, but it definitely wasn't. It's not the first quote unquote punk thing I ever heard, but it's definitely the first thing I heard that I latched onto.
You want to listen to it's not just a song you heard, you listen to the whole album kind of deal.
Yeah.
What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, something like that. With my album, it's a bit of both, I'd say.
Okay. What do you mean?
It's something that has stuck with me, you know, since I first got into it.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Not particularly the one that got me into the scene itself, but into the style.
Sure. Yeah, that's kind of the premise, I would say. Because that actually made you sit down and be like, all right, I like punk rock music, I think.
Yeah, I think.
Having said that, we're going to get into the fucking first sound clip, guys. I mean, let's see what fucking bands. I think Aaron's going first this episode, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Oh, and Keith's shingles are better, everybody, by the way, in case anybody was wondering for the last episode.
I am healing. I am not contagious, I don't think, anymore. So that's good. I don't take antivirals. I take nerve pain pills, but, you know.
Thank you for everyone for sending their dollars.
Yeah, we really appreciate the donations we got, which was fucking none. So you guys can all fuck off. Like, that's really rude of you. I guess
Thoughts and prayers.
we didn't really go into that. But, all right, we're going to get into the first sound clip. Aaron's up first. You guys can fuck off for not giving me money for my shingles.
Smell of decay as they wait for the inferno to be unleashed.
Oh boy!
Wow.
So
I think it's interesting, first off, that you picked that part.
yeah, I don't know. It's hard. Sometimes it's hard for me to pick apart.
By the way,
Yeah.
audience, just so you know, a little background information, since this is a super personal episode, we decide personally what 30 seconds or minute or whatever the fuck we play that we want you to hear personally. So Aaron picked that fucking minute for everybody to hear. Why?
Yeah.
Go.
I don't really know why. Honestly, we extended the length of the clips to a minute. And then I was like, oh shit, because that song has some of the, the cleaner singing and stuff that band does sometimes, that Amivix does sometimes. And I was like, oh, maybe I can fit both in and give like a taste. And then the time didn't work out with how the song's paced. And then I guess I didn't think to go find a different song. So I just
Jesus, first off, we fucked up. What was that?
Oh, that was well, the song was Drink and Be Merry from Arise by Amivix. 1985 classic shit.
Fucking nice.
Good song.
That's personally, so Aaron showed me this 15 years ago?
Yeah.
And I did not like it. Straight up. But now we'll get in. I mean, I'll get into why I like it and whatever. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I guess you guys give your brief synopsises of it before I get my whole.
Oh, really? You want to do it that
way?
We're gonna switch it up on you guys. We're gonna fucking do.
Yeah, because I mean, if the whole point of the show is like personal musical journeys, I got a lot to say that isn't necessarily about the album specifically, more about how I arrived there. So
fair enough. Well, I guess I'll fucking get into why, like I was saying, I did not like this album when you showed it to me 15 years ago. I don't know why. Do you remember what you showed me?
No, I just remember being like, this is my favorite fucking band. Listen to it. Because you guys were always trying, which will pertain to what I have to say. So, but no, I don't remember like what song specifically or whatever. It would have been this album.
That's so funny that this is like the exact premise of the show, is why we do this, is because we want somebody to actually sit down. We have to, for the show, like sit down and listen to the album that people pick and like actually listen to it. So maybe back then I just didn't actually, maybe, I don't know, maybe my tastes have changed. It could be a lot of things.
Yeah.
But now I fucking like it, which is I have a bunch of songs from this album stuck in my head, like currently.
Hell yeah.
Which is, I mean, I had a couple from the other releases that we've done, like Joey's, like I always get stuck in my head. But yeah, this one, like a lot of different songs got stuck in my head, and I liked it this go around. What year did you say this came out?
This is 85, I believe. 84, 85.
85, okay. So this is old as fuck, and it's, once we get into, like, Aaron's, like, back fucking story, it makes perfect sense, because this is, like, parts of every genre that Aaron likes. It's weird. And it's so... I can't wait till he gets into describing the album. I hope you're going to describe the album, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, good. But yeah, memorable songs were almost everyone, I want to say, but I don't. The lyrics I have stuck in my head are fucking, he's coming. That shit creeped me the fuck out.
Yeah, that one definitely sticks in your head. Fucking Axeman.
Axeman, yeah, dude, that shit was scary. He's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a memorable song. I didn't notice that pill song you were talking about until I actually like looked at the like track listing.
Oh, Lagactyl?
Lagactyl. Yes. So once
that's like the hit single.
Is that the hit?
I guess. I feel like that's the.
I mean, that one did stick out to me a lot. I will say that. That's the one that's like paranoia. It's, what does he say, Aaron?
Relax, it's only paranoia.
Relax. That shit. That was pretty. And I don't know why. I guess I just didn't appreciate it back 15 years ago. I guess
it wasn't. It was nothing close to what you were jamming.
No, that was nothing. Not at all. Not at all. But
it's funny too.
What's that?
It's funny too, just some of the lines that stand out. I can imagine, a young Keith, just laughing at it and just dismissing it.
I don't even know if I paid attention to. Most of the time when I listen to something, it's more about the music straight off, and I like the music now, which is weird, but like the vocals, so maybe the vocals threw me off back in the day. Relax! I don't know. But yeah, I honestly really enjoyed this album. I've listened to it a couple times since Aaron put it on for the episode, and I don't know. I really enjoyed it. But you said that is there more good stuff from them, or is this like it?
Yeah, no. My favorite thing by them is the No Sanctuary EP before this, but the second album, Monolith, I didn't like for a long time. I do now, but that one took time to grow on me. Like the past 5 years, I didn't like even back in the day when I was trying to get you to listen to this, I was not a fan of the second album. And then they got back together. I don't remember the year, 2009, 2010. They have a reunion album, but I have not listened to it. I kind of No, I avoid it like the plague because I've never heard anybody tell me I need to, so that makes me nervous to begin with.
Sure.
And like okay, I'm not a tattoo guy, right? Like I have one tattoo.
I think just as a reference for life, everyone, I think I finally have more tattoos than the two people I'm talking to. That's dope. And that never happens.
I have one tattoo, and it's an Amebix tattoo. And when they got back together, I was just like, I don't want to know. Like, I don't want to know. I didn't see them on that reunion tour. I'd like nothing. I just, and that tattoo. There's some other things we'll get into later that might be an interesting discussion that bum me out about the tattoo as well. But yeah, so I couldn't tell you about the reunion material at all.
Since this is a personal episode, me and Aaron actually got tattooed by the same man.
Yeah.
And we'll get into that, I'm sure. As far as the rest of the album, in my opinion, Axeman's great. Fucking Slave was pretty fucking good. That was another memorable one. What was it? You're a slave! Or what does he say?
You made yourself a system slave.
Yeah. That shit was like, that's like their political stance, I feel like, on this album, which is the only like politically.
Amebix politics is different than I think normal punk politics. It's more of just like, it's all fuck. I think the perfect representation of politics with them is actually on the second album with Nobody's Driving, where the lyrics are basically just like nobody's fucking in control. Like it's just all fucking crashing out. It's all going crazy. Nobody's driving.
Sure. I like that. We're not trying to get into like politics or political views on this show necessarily, but I mean definitely the bands that we pick have certain, and I feel like that was the stick out song for their political opinion.
On this album.
Yeah.
On this album for sure.
But other than that, like the whole album's fucking solid. I've listened to it. I mean, even the intro doesn't have any lyrics, correct?
No, the more.
The more. Fucking, that was really good. Arise itself is really good.
Dear God, Spoils of Victory. Like it's a 10 out of 10 for me. Like it's all hits for me. So.
Thanks.
I don't think I can say any more. I mean, I didn't even we didn't take notes about this. Did Joey? Did you?
I have a little bit of notes, but
okay,
yeah,
fair enough. Well, me and Aaron just are freeballing it here. So
yeah.
We're letting.
Yeah, I never listened to this whole album, so like this was new to me.
Joey,
really?
All right.
Yeah.
Hold on. Do I have anything else to say? I really enjoyed it. I feel like if I would have listened to this back in the day, my life would be different. Or like I would just have, I don't know, it's weird how music tastes come to change like that. Yeah, evolve and change, and all of that. I can't say anything else about this album, but besides that, this one, I would listen to the whole album more so. And I think this is probably the longest, what you've picked, Aaron? This is,
Yeah,
what, like
probably.
around 30 minutes.
Yeah, this is one of the few albums too I own like multiple versions of. You know what I mean? I don't typically do that.
What do you mean by multiple, like different songs?
Oh, I have
added?
three different vinyl pressings of it. I have 2 different CD pressings of it. Like,
but it's all the
like
same song.
Yeah, well, it's some of the remastered pressings have like extra songs on it and stuff. But
Sure.
I don't think there's another album I own. I have multiple versions of because I hate. I mean, I collect music, but I hate music collect. I hate. Oh, I'm gonna have every variant. Like that shit's always. I've always felt that was bullshit. But this is one of the few albums that I like. If I find a copy of it, I pick it up. It doesn't matter
If it's something you don't have.
Yeah. I don't have multiples of the same version.
Okay. Yeah, you're not a psycho. Yeah, honestly, I think I'm done talking. This is a personal episode, like I said, but we're gonna get our bullshit knocked out of the way. My bullshit is done. That's my thoughts on the album. I'm stupid for not listening to it back in the day, and I'm gonna currently listen to this more again.
Nice.
Joey, get in.
Well said.
Get in. Dig into it,
I
baby.
think I definitely need to listen to this shit more. I've hardly ever listened to this band. But no, this album was cool. It had like different parts. Like it was like old metal-y shit, like almost like some Black Sabbath stuff, and like, but then like there's like, what's that? The Right to Ride song. That one's like.
That's actually not on the album. You listen to the. Yeah, that's those are like unreleased tracks they put on one of the re-releases. So I don't even think Keith heard that.
I did not.
I didn't. I might have listened to it somewhere else. Is that's the same singer and everything? Because it sounds like Lemmy.
Yeah. He does sound like Lemmy. That song's hilarious. I was screaming.
It's a good song, but it sounded completely different too. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. It wasn't on that.
Yeah. That's stuff later. So it's funny.
It's fine.
The actual album ends with Darkest Hour.
Yeah, there was that Drink and Be Merry song. That was a fun song. It had like a cool bass in it.
They're oh my god. I'm so sorry, Joe.
Go for it.
One thing I want to say about that band, the bass players, is the star. You know, as we've said about bands, me and Joey have seen bands live and gone, that sax player's the fucking. He's the band. That's his band, bro. This was the bass player is the band, in my opinion, and his riffs are fucking sick.
Well, the bass lead songs.
You both cut out. Go on.
Sorry.
Oh my god, you both are talking over each other both times. All right, here, Joey, go.
The bass player is the singer, right?
Aaron, go.
You know what? I couldn't really tell you. I feel like Stig is the bass player, the other guy. That could be. I could be wrong. It's a 3-piece. So one of the singer's either playing guitar. I can't remember if Rob Miller plays guitar or plays bass. To be honest with you, which is kind of crazy for how much I love the band. I'm not that guy. Like I love albums and stuff, but I'm not the guy that remembers people's names and what they do, and you know what I mean.
Apparently so, though. You knew that. You know both their fucking names.
I know the names from the liner notes, but I don't remember.
There's missing pieces. I think that the beginning of it was like interesting. It like sounded like Evil Dead almost, like the movie soundtrack almost.
Oh, the intro,
just
like ambient shit.
Yeah, it's like like wind and shit.
Yeah, dude.
Wait, Rob Miller gave a tape to Crass? That's a thing?
Yeah, they were all plugged into that anarcho punk scene.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I knew that song too. Like that's the only song I really know is that. What is it called? The what is it called? Like University, fucking Fool or some shit. What is that fucking called? The one on the Crass albums. What the fuck is that called?
What?
You know what I'm talking about, Aaron?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
That's the same band, right? The Crass version. University Challenged? That band. That song.
No, I don't think so.
No?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about, so I don't want to say too much.
Wait, what year did this come out?
This album came out '85, but they had material before this. This is the first full length.
I just was gonna say the '85 bass player was. I don't know.
I don't know.
It doesn't say. What? I'm trying to like look this up. It does not say. Cliff Barnes played bass from '78 to '79. And Rick Gatsby. I don't know. The 1979. And that's all it says about bass. Joey, Joey, dissect your shit, dude. Get in here. I'm sorry. I was looking at the bass. I couldn't find it.
You're doing great. No, that's all I really know about the band. I'm pretty sure that's their song. Yeah, this album was alright. I wish, I just always wish it was like a little bit faster.
Really?
Like some of it drones a little bit.
Yeah.
But
which is funny for this being one of my favorite albums because I typically don't like mid-paced or slower things.
Right.
But they soak it in so much atmosphere and everything else, it makes up for it.
Agreed. There's a lot going on.
So.
Nice.
Is this what we talk about?
Go for it.
Is this where we talk about me? About life story?
I think
yeah,
so.
Go for it.
I mean, I want you to please tell us more about the album, though, eventually.
Okay. So I guess to give full context, when me and Keith talked about this episode, it was kind of like where you first started with music and how you got to the album you picked. You know what I mean? So like the first things you found on your own that weren't influenced by like your parents or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? My grandparents, I was raised back and forth between my grandparents and my mom. And when I was in middle school, my grandfather retired and they would take these trips, like all over the country, and they would drag me along. And the thing about my grandparents is they're never in a hurry to get anywhere. So any flea market, antique store, like whatever, they stopped at. So like all day would be driving to the next city, going to an antique store, driving to the next city, and then eventually you'd get to the Grand Canyon or wherever the fuck we were going. And my grandfather had a pretty sizable record collection. Lots of like Dwayne Eddy and Roy Orbison. He really liked the Ventures, shit like that. So I was probably like 12, 13, and I would go into these antique stores. There wasn't much there I was interested in, and I would buy records, because back then it was before they were cool again, right? So they were all like $1, $3, whatever. And we were in one of these stores, and it was like one of those ones where it's like everything's on consignment, you know what I mean? Like different sections, and it's a different seller or whatever. And at the time,
like
the records
like a bazaar.
Yeah. And the records I was buying was like nothing cool. Like it was just like random shit I knew from the radio. You know what I mean? Like classic rock stuff, like just random nonsense. And one of these little, bizarre, one of these little sections or whatever had some records on the floor that I didn't know what they were, and I just thought they looked interesting. And it was the Bela Lugosi's Dead single by Bauhaus, the Headhunter single by Front 242, the Burning Oil LP by Skeletal Family, and the A Day single by Clan of Zymox. And I couldn't have paid more than $3 a piece for them because I had like a little bit of money. I was a kid. And I had these records with me the whole trip. Like these trips would be like months long over the summer. And then I remember we got home.
Wait. So you would buy records on a trip.
Yeah.
And you would have to wait to listen to them until
Yeah.
you got back.
Yeah. So my grandmother's little sister, Texas, and every trip we took, every summer we would take a big trip, and it always revolved around ended up in Texas. But then, like I said, they would hit all these antique stores. So if you got something like if I got a record, let's say in day one in Mississippi or wherever, I just had to hold on to it until we got back home 2 months later and I could play it. So funny enough, the first music I ever bought on my own was like 80s fucking goth shit. Unknown to me. I didn't know what that was, but that's just what I had because I thought they looked cool. I got a bunch of other records on that trip too, like The Police and just random bullshit.
A Day is the single
Yeah.
you got.
Yeah.
It's the best song they put out. By
Oh, that's a lie. That's a lie.
No, it's not.
What? Dude.
I'll play that song for you right now. Get the fuck out of
Seventh Time, Muscovite Mosquito, fucking Crying in the Wind. There's some jams. Xylox has some jams. Anyway, so I got home and I had this like fucking this shit, and I remember putting it on, not knowing what it was gonna sound like, and not like I liked it, but I didn't fully grasp it. It was fucking bizarre. And then I don't know. I just kind of latched onto those 4 or 5 records for a long time, and at the same time, like, so when I would go back to my mom's, my dad was into like shit that was cool when he was a kid. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know, Motley Crue and fucking Def Leppard, that whole kind of thing.
Yeah, boy. Get fucked. That shit is jams. If you're if you don't think so, you're a fucking idiot. I will straight up say that. Crew is jams. I like different era Crew than Aaron does, but like shit is jams.
I like the first 2.
What was the other one you just said? The other band?
Oh, you boys, Def Leppard.
Yo, we were just talking about that shit. I'm trying to teach myself how to play drums, and I'm a fucking idiot. And I figured that's the band to go with because that man only had one arm.
I mean, it's all right. I get where you're coming from.
It seems like it's. I mean, I got 2, so I have a leg up. Oh,
arm up.
So, like, around the same time that I got those records, I had a little cassette deck at my mom's, and I would steal old cassettes from my dad or my stepdad. I would, so I was just whatever he had laying around the house because everything was to CD now. So like,
why are you stealing shit, Aaron?
I wasn't like stealing them, but they were like in a drawer. He wouldn't listen to them, so I would go in there and take cassette tapes. You know what I mean? And it'd be like Guns N' Roses and Motley Crue and like all that. So
Guns N' Roses sucks, like, by the way.
Yeah, I agree.
They're fucking racist too, dude. You remember? Hold on. Do you guys remember that one song where he goes?
No.
Oh, Guns N' Roses?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You know what song I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I don't want to say it because I'm not a fucking piece of shit. But like when he's all like, "Oh, the AIDS came from fucking," what a dick, dude. What a dick.
Is that a thing? I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, that's a real song.
What's that song called, Aaron? It's really.
I don't know.
Musically,
it's one of those like.
Great.
It's like one of those like acoustic songs they did, right?
Fuck. I don't think it's acoustic.
We'll reconvene on this after the show.
Sure. But yeah, all right. So you had a secret tape collection of Guns N' Roses, Motley Crue. Go.
Yeah. So in my mind, at age 12 or 13, whatever, somewhere around in there, right? I was like, okay. So I was like, I really like Shout at the Devil. I really like, you know what I mean? And my dad also had, thankfully, it was Number of the Beast.
Didn't he have Venom? I remember you telling me that back in the day. Like that's how you got that Venom.
So that's where I'm going with this. He had like Number of the Beast and fucking British Steel by Judas Priest and all this kind of stuff. So I was like, okay, so I like heavy metal. You know what I mean? That was about as broad as my understanding. I like heavy metal and whatever the fuck Bauhaus and Clan of Zymox is. I like whatever that is. I like that. So, time goes on, and you get into middle school, right? And I would be like, and when you're young, like whatever kind of music you like, you know what I mean? Like that becomes like your whole identity. You know what I mean?
True.
It's not like
that's true.
It's not like now where I'm like, I have other interests and hobbies in a life. I still love music, and it means a lot to me. It's a big part of my life. But like back then, it's like, you know what I mean? It's your whole world. So I was like, what?
Joe.
It's you. It's just you. It's part of you at that age.
Yeah.
That's kind of.
I thought somebody.
That's kind of what I was gonna say. Is like that's your whole identity. I mean, that's the people you're hanging out with. These are the people you're talking to.
It's how you make friends. Yeah.
Those are your friends. Like music has a pretty big, I think, impact on who you're hanging out with as a child. Like,
yeah, good or bad.
Yeah, good. I mean, yeah.
So I switched schools in middle school, and I remember going to this new school and being like, oh, I'm gonna meet all these other kids that are like into heavy metal like me, you know what I mean? And I was like obsessed with that Iron Maiden tape. Like I played it over and over and over and over again.
Which one?
Number of the Beast.
What's on that?
Oh, Number of the Beast. That's the one that starts with
I know Number of the Beast is.
Yeah. It starts with Invaders, Children of the Damned. It's got Hallowed Be Thy Name on it.
Maiden's one of my favorite bands of all time. Also, would you say that? Would you say that?
Yeah. The first 7 Maiden albums are.
And that's insane to say. The first fucking 7. What do you say, 7?
Actually,
and then how many do they have? Like 49.
Oh, God only fucking knows. Who cares? I don't. Past 7th Son, I don't care. But it's funny as I got older. The Number of the Beast is probably one of my least favorites nowadays. But that's neither here nor there. So this would have been around the year 2000. You know what I mean? So I was excited to go to high school, well, maybe 2002 or middle school. I'm sorry, 2000, 2002. I was excited to go meet other kids who liked metal, and maybe somebody knew what this fucking Bauhaus and Clan of Zymox shit was all about. But if you guys remember around that period in time, that was the Limp Bizkit, Slipknot, Korn era, right?
That was Freak on a Leash. You're gonna fucking I mean, come on.
Yeah, so I remember going to school and being like, I like heavy metal, and then these other kids would be like, yeah, I like heavy metal too, and then they would show me what they were listening to, and I'd say, I don't like that. So then I was just like, I guess I just like old heavy metal. I don't know, maybe I'm weird.
Maybe.
So
you're saying that your whole music preference was based on what you found from your, I don't know, relatives and parents? Is that what you're telling me?
At that point in time, yeah.
Sure.
That's what got me where I'm going with this is I was talking to my dad one time, and he's like, oh, you like those tapes? Let me show you these tapes. And I don't know where he had these the whole time, but he had some King Diamond albums.
This is my secret stash.
Yeah. He had nothing too crazy. I mean, but it was, King Diamond, Testament, Venom. But it's funny because it was the 4th Venom album, the Possessed album, which isn't a good one. But at the time, I didn't know the earlier stuff, so it was cool. And then when I heard those albums,
cool about like the aesthetic, the fucking like your dad showing it to you, like.
Yeah, so my mom became religious around this time. Like she wasn't religious when I was little.
Yo,
and then
praise your mama. I'm just gonna say, everybody, I met Aaron's mama. She's a nice fucking lady.
At some point, she got really into Jesus and decided she needed to be Catholic, and
praise him.
Went to like all this like Catholic training, like how to be a Catholic. And
it's a boot camp for Catholics.
I don't
Get
have
the fuck out of here. This a thing?
I don't. Yeah, that's real shit. Like you gotta learn shit before they like
you
accept
gotta test yourself.
Yeah.
Jesus. Literally.
My family's not particularly religious, so for me, and me not being religious from a young age, I kind of really I push back against it hard. Not for any like deep philosophical or theological reasons, other than just like I don't want to do that shit. You know what I mean? So especially at that time, anything that was remotely like dark or had a pentagram on it, I was like, oh yeah, that's
that's my jams.
Yeah. So what ended up happening was I ended up going to the mall and buying CDs in their metal section just based on covers, right?
This is in
like,
Fort Myers, Florida?
Yeah, FYE.
At Edison Mall.
Yep.
All right. I've been there many times.
I ended up buying...
Can I ask you a question about that mall?
Yeah.
Side note. Do you remember what the skateboard shop in there was called? It was right across from the cookie place.
No.
Fuck, man. Nobody knows. I think it was called Echoes, but I can't be sure. Anybody out there from Fort Myers, if you're listening, praise you. But what the fuck was that place called? Anyway, sorry.
So anyway, long story short, I ended up buying all these CDs based on covers, right? And I got Altars of Madness by Morbid Angel, Haunting the Chapel by Slayer, and to this day, Altars of Madness is one of my favorite albums. But again, that's neither here nor there. And that changed my whole world. That was like the first time I heard like quote unquote underground music, more extreme music or whatever, and I fell like head over heels for it and got really into, death metal and extreme metal and about the time I turned 16, I was fully invested in shitty black metal. Like if you could hear the bass and it was recorded well, I hated it.
I just hate good recording.
Yeah.
I fucking can't stand it.
Completely obsessive about it. And at the time too, I never got into goth stuff as much, but I always liked it. So I had started buying like I remember I bought Pornography by The Cure.
He didn't buy everybody. Hold on. Let's get... I always feel a little bit strange about talking about that album. Like, I really like Pornography.
That's their best album.
Right? That is a really great Cure. That's not my favorite, personally.
No, they've never done anything before or after. That was
17 Seconds is my favorite.
Nah, 17 Seconds is good.
We'll get... Okay. But when you say, like, I bought some pornography. I bought the pornography. That is an album by The Cure. It's amazing. It's not Aaron looking at naked ladies or men.
But, and I also had gotten into like Sisters of Mercy and other stuff, but I never got as deep into that world as I did the metal stuff. And at the same time, in Fort Myers, there was no metal kids. There was no metal scene, right? Like there wasn't like, like.
I want to say, I mean, I lived there as well. There was no quote unquote metal scene, like not traditional. Like they didn't like Iron Maiden. They didn't like fucking the old school. Like
there was no like real metal, like
metalcore, I feel like.
There was a bunch of that bullshit. Yeah. But there was nobody like into death metal and black metal and maybe some older people I didn't meet, but nobody at my school, nobody that I knew my age. So, and this is how we get into punk, because there was a kid at my school, a mutual friend of ours, Keith.
Who?
Well, I don't want to say
his fucking name. I don't give a shit.
No, this is a reason I don't want to say his name.
Was it Jap?
Yeah, I didn't want to say Jap with no context.
All right, no, we're not being like racist or fucking. He was literally half Japanese, and he preferred himself to be called Jap. We won't get into his full name, but he preferred Jap as his moniker.
So Keith can attest to this because he didn't know me at this particular point in the story, but he knew me close too. I was metal as fuck, right? Long hair.
Man, he was metal, bro. I can't even. Oh my god. I didn't know what metal was till I met Aaron. I'm gonna tell you
like
that
long,
right now.
long hair, Black Witchery T-shirt, the fucking whole like I was
called
all
him out at a show for that shirt. This
so
band
anyway,
was playing, and they go, "Yo, this one goes out to the kid in the Black Witchery T-shirt," and that was Aaron. He was that kid.
Badass.
So I didn't like at my school. Like I was all the normal kids consider me a weirdo, but I hated all the Hot Topic kids, right? So I didn't want to hang out with them. And I think Jap was in the same boat, but he was super punk rock, like fucking blue and red mohawk and all this kind of like super street punk, bondage belt and leopard print vest and the whole thing. And me and him, I think, struck up a friendship because we were the outcast of the outcast, maybe, you know what I mean? If that makes any sense. Like we didn't really click with him, so we became friends. And he tried to get me to listen to punk rock. But the shit he was showing me was the wrong shit. He was super into that early 2000s punk core, Cheap Sex and The Virus.
I was gonna say, like, what kind of punk rock are you talking about that he showed you?
That's the kind of shit. So, well, let me be fair too. I had heard the Sex Pistols before, and I liked the Sex Pistols.
They're
you know,
amazing.
I love the Sex Pistols.
They're fucking so good. Like, fuck Sid Vicious, honestly, but.
And I had heard, whatever songs by the. I'd heard whatever songs by the Clash they play on classic rock radio. I was never a fan of that.
Rock the Casbah.
And
you don't like Rock the Casbah, bro?
You know,
you don't like fucking Should I Stay or Should I Go? No, I'm being serious. You don't.
No, I don't.
You don't like London Calling.
I like that song, but I don't like the Clash still today. So.
Do you like White Riot?
No, I'm not a Clash fan.
Fuck, dude. Do you like Bank Robber? Daddy
Supermarket.
A bank robber. Sorry. God damn, Aaron, what the fuck? That pisses me off. This is the fucking disagreement. What a dick. You don't like the fucking Clash?
I had heard Black Flag before, but unfortunately, the Black Flag I had heard before was like TV Party and shit, and I hated that.
That's not the good era.
Again, I still don't like that. So even though I love early Black Flag.
Sorry, Henry.
Yeah, no, but so I just hadn't heard. Like I said, I'd heard a few things here and there, but nothing that like had made me go, okay, I want to look more into this. And then I was friends with a punk rocker, right? And the shit he wasn't into the shit I was listening to, and I definitely wasn't. Like, you know what I mean? I'm listening to this crazy fucking gnarly blast beats fucking black metal, and he's like, yo, check out The Virus. And I'm like, yo, this shit sucks, dude. Like,
hey, first off, Aaron, I understand. I will respect your opinion, but you don't fucking say that.
Let me tell my story. You're gonna get to tell yours. So,
this is gonna be a long episode, folks.
Yeah, I told you. So I'm, I'm like, yo, I'm not feeling this, whatever. And the thing about Amoebix is, I think Amoebix gets a lot of love in the metal world too.
I could see that.
And I'd seen metal bands with Amoebix shirts and stuff like that, so I was like, I knew the logo. And then one day on a whim, I decided to like look into it, and I loved it like more than like almost anything I'd heard before. It's Celtic Frost, you know what I mean, mixed with like
it's a mix of a lot of shit.
It's a mix of a lot of shit, but I was like, yo, and I remember going back to Jap being like, why aren't you showing me this? Like, this is punk? Like, what the fuck? I was like, and he was like, well,
to be fair, I remember, as somebody who probably came into the same influences as Jap himself, I never heard the Slime at Air.
Well, see, I think it's all about entry points. With my entry point not being, the unseen.
Well, you don't fucking say that.
It it was like a big thing. You know what I mean? Like that made sense to me. You know what I mean? That musically it made sense to me, and yeah, that's when I was like, okay, I'm interested in this, and I'm gonna look more into it. And it's funny because at the same time, Keith, that's when I think your guys' tastes were kind of changing too, and you were first getting into like Tragedy and His Hero's Gone and stuff like that, and I was able to go, oh, this shit's cool too. And then my obsession kind of flip-flopped from metal to punk, and there you go. You know what I mean? Which I still like metal, but
metal is your main entry point, is what you're telling us.
Yeah, which is why I think my entry point is Amebix, honestly. And then of course I went back and I found, okay, yeah, there's a lot of Black Flag stuff I really like, and the Adolescents, and you know, yeah, all the big hitters and stuff like that, and started moving that direction. It all kind of happened at once, and then Blue showed me Conflict, and I was really into that. But
wow,
Amebix was definitely, yeah. Blue's also the one that exposed me to Screamo, which happened very close onto that too.
Man, I thought told you about Screamo, bro.
No, because I remember one of the first times I ever hung out with Blue, we were sitting in his closet, and he had because he had that big closet.
Man. Not cool, bro.
He had that big closet. We would sit in there and fucking. He had that little shitty all-in-one record player.
Oh, I know.
And he was playing records, and I was like, "What's that one?" And it was the Saddest Landscape album, the Lift Your Burdens High or whatever. And he's like, "Oh, you don't want to hear that."
I hate that.
I love that album. But he's like, "You don't want to hear that," and I was like, "Why not? Put it on." And he put it on, and I was like, "Oh, this shit's really good." He's like, "Oh, everybody makes fun of me for it." But also at the same time that all that was happening is when I started going to local punk shows,
and that's where we met. I think.
Yeah, and
at a show.
And then people are selling records, and then you find more stuff, and then you meet older people who are into it who give recommendations or whatever the case may be. So there you go.
That's your intro into fucking punk rock.
Yeah,
I like it. Metal to punk is what you're
even to this day, and I still love metal, but for me, metal and punk are two totally different things, and like they're compartmentalized in my brain, even like
for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that.
Like I always compare it to movies. I say like metal's like horror movies, and punk is like a really good moving drama that touches you. You know what I mean? Both can be equally artistically valid in different ways, but they both do drastically different things.
Interesting.
Before you're done talking about this album, let me ask you this: why does this album make you think of punk rock?
I don't know. That's hard for me to answer because it was kind of like the first punk album I liked. So for me, it's always going to be tied to that.
That's so like. I mean, because especially since you said you like the Sex Pistols, like first, like that is what I would attribute to like one of the first punk.
The Sex Pistols didn't spur me on to like listen to other punk.
Okay. So you're saying Amebix was your entry point into listening to?
Yeah, up until
punk,
Amebix, like Jap would be trying to show me albums, and I'd be like, I don't like that. Punk sucks. You know what I mean? Punk sucks. I don't like that shit. I like metal. You know what I mean? I like the Sex Pistols. That's okay, but all this other punk shit's trash.
Bullshit. Hold on. I'm gonna say something though controversial.
All right,
Joey, you might not. You probably don't even know this. As you and Aaron have never met in person, which is another fact for you in the audience. I remember driving in a car with Aaron, and I had a mix CD that I had made. Had various bands on it. I'm talking The Virus. I'm talking The Unseen. I'm talking just straight fucking street punk of that era. Crumb Bums. And Aaron said, well, that's pretty good, right? Aaron, I remember specifically, Aaron did like Crumb Bums. I don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe it's like the medley and the vocal. I don't know why. But also, I showed Aaron Leftover Crack, and he liked that shit. So don't ever let him tell you different.
Leftover Crack is a band for me that I liked at that time period that has not aged well for me at all. Like when I listen, when I listened to it, I tried to listen to it not too long ago because you had brought it up, and I was just like, bro, I can't sit through this. I don't know. Maybe too much has changed in my personal life. I was like, I'm not, like, get the fuck out of here with this.
Fair enough.
But you know, when I heard Amebix, like I said, I don't know if I can really go into the album too much other than just like I really love this album. Like I said, I have a tattoo.
He does. That's your only
tattoo. That's my only tattoo. Which segues, I guess, into a little bit of a pocket of discussion for us, which is, what was it, a couple of years ago when the guy from Amebix got canceled because apparently he's a Holocaust denier.
That's terrible.
Oh my god! I just want to say that anybody who thinks the Holocaust did not happen is fucking ignorant, and like that's just so stupid. Like I'm sorry, that's like when you flat Earth motherfuckers. Like the Earth ain't flat, and the Holocaust fucking happened, dude. Kanye, I'm sorry, bro. That really happened.
And Benjamin Sisko's a better captain than Picard.
Oh.
God.
But you know, it's one of those things where it's interesting. So like, do you got like, does that cast a shadow on the old material? You know what I mean? Does that taint it?
Of Star Trek?
No, of Amebix.
Oh no, all right. If the guy, all right. My personal opinion is if, let's say, fucking 10 to 15 years from now, Joey, his kind little heart, look at him, he's so cute, and he's just like a kind little punk rock kid. He says, you know what? Fuck the fucking Jews.
No.
And guess what? I think they should all die. I love Adolf Hitler, and I'm a Nazi now. So
you're gonna get sound clipped.
Would I?
He's got us all fucking Elandro.
No. This is a real discussion. Like,
okay, what if?
What if this is all? What if this is a Marvel fucking comic book right now? And what if Joey was a Nazi? So I would not listen to this right now because you're not a Nazi right now, and views change, I guess. I don't understand why anybody's view would change to be a Nazi, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, people like different music, people like different vegetables. But, I mean, having said that, you should never change your view to be a Nazi, but people's views do change, and I don't think that should reflect their prior views. Wow.
Yeah.
But
it sucks. Like I said, it's the only tattoo I have, and I'm an idiot. Got it in a very visible place. You know, it's
super visible. Me and Aaron are tattoo brothers. The Star Trek tattoo. Same guy. Show him yours.
I'm in the dark. You can't see it.
Aaron's always in the dark, and that's what makes him so metal.
Yeah.
He lives in a cave.
It's funny.
Yo.
You know when.
I'm so sorry, everybody. I'm gonna say this. This is gonna be a really, really long episode. I'm so sorry.
Go for it.
And I want to get into like, Amebix recorded this in a castle. This album. I wanted to get into that. I wanted to get into all this. I'm sorry. The guy's a Nazi now. They recorded a castle. That's fucking awesome. They were influenced by Black Sabbath. Am I right?
Yeah, and then there's a lot of. Oh, that was the thing. That's why I brought up the cockpit. I feel like there's a lot of dark wave influence on it too. So it really was, when I found it, like bits and pieces of all this stuff I liked.
That's how I felt when I listened to it. I said I know why Aaron loves this because it's a mix of everything that I know him to enjoy.
I was obsessed with the first 3 Bathory albums, and there's lots of Bathory vocal cues in it, and like there's just a lot going on. And it doesn't seem forced. I don't think they like went, okay, we're gonna take this from this and this from that and this from that and put it all together.
Very original.
Yeah. So.
Jesus fucking Christ. Well, what do you think, Aaron?
I think that's my musical journey story, going from, metal to punk, and how it, punk did a lot. Everything about metal is posturing, right? Like, oh, I'm a tough guy, I'm a badass, I'm evil, I fucking hate everybody.
When I do my nails and I have black, whatever. Go on.
And the thing about it is, like I said, when you're young, the music you like kind of becomes your identity. And punk for me, because I came to punk later too, because I was, by the time this all happened, I was 17, 18, or probably 16, 17, somewhere in there. And it was refreshing for me because I was like, oh, okay, I don't have to fucking be this like unemotional tough guy that I'm not all the time. You know what I mean?
Emotion is real.
Yeah, and that's why I say that, like, when I made that movie comparison, like, metal's fun and whatever, but punk does for me, and especially for me coming into punk and quickly getting absorbed, because Fort Myers had a very, I think, good punk and hardcore scene that was genuine and I think honest in a lot of ways. I mean, you had the clicky squabbling that you have anywhere sometimes, but it was refreshing for me. You know what I mean? It was refreshing for me. And then I met all my lifelong friends. I didn't meet my lifelong friends through metal.
True. Wow. I've never thought about my life in that way, but yeah, all the lifelong friends I have met.
Justin, maybe, Justin got really into metal too, but Justin also went off the deep end with grindcore. So again, at the same time I was finding punk and hardcore and screamo and all this stuff, you had Justin buying every fucking grindcore CD he could order from shady distros online and be like, check this out. You know what I mean?
You guys heard Filthy Turd?
So,
shout out to Filthy Turd. Good band.
No, it's not.
That's insane.
That's sucks. But yeah, there you go. That's my life story. And then, I started going to shows. I met Keith, met a bunch of other people, started buying a bunch of fucking records. The band I was in with Justin changed from a metal band to a punk hardcore band.
Thanks.
So,
Aaron's life in a fucking nutshell, right there.
Musical life. We don't want to talk about my.
He's actually a well-known carpenter in Illinois, but we don't.
Hey, shut the fuck
up. All right, well, fucking. That was Aaron's. God damn it, boys. We gotta. I feel like I need to run through this, but fuck it. Let's make it a 3-hour episode. Fuck it.
No, yeah, I told you this is gonna be a long one. I hope our listeners enjoy it. I don't know.
I don't give a shit. We're getting into some fucking territory now. All right, we're about to.
Well, let me just say, I love this kind of shit. I love hearing people's
intro and
how they, you know what I mean, like.
I think it's a beautiful.
Honest opinion.
Yours sounds like a beautiful fucking journey, Aaron. And it's different than me and Joey's, I would assume, from where you're getting at Joe's, dude. Oh, God. Wait till we hear about that. But, yeah, I mean, it's a different... And we all come to the same conclusion is the interesting part, I feel like.
Well, and what's funny for me is, that shit all happened for me in, a 2-month span. I found Amebix, and then
I got myself a bullet belt, and I said I love punk rock.
Yeah, I found Amebix, and then Jap started hanging out with you guys. So
Aaron was never the fashionable, anything at a show. Just, I'm not trying to say that at all.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, no, I'm not I'm saying you weren't the guy that had the bullet. I mean, you did have a bullet belt, and he gave it to me.
Yeah.
But he didn't wear it at shows. He wasn't spiking his hair because his hair was real long and metal. And he just had a fucking jeans and a t-shirt
on. Yeah, dude, what the fuck?
What, you some kind of fucking asshole?
I ain't trying to be pretty.
But you were at the same time. So beautiful. Those golden locks.
But yeah, it's funny because I'm bald now. But
I've seen pictures.
Can I? A personal story about Aaron. I'm so sorry, Aaron. The reason you're fucking bald is because you're fucked up, dude. You fucked up. You fucked up big time, bud. You fucking.
Explain.
This fucking dude, Joe. He fucking. one time he shaves his fucking head, right? Like a horseshoe. Like just a bald spot. Like he fucking has right now. And he did this as a joke. And I think that's the fucking reason, Aaron, that you went fucking bald, dude. You fucked up. You fucking tempted the fucking fates of God and Jesus and everybody.
Well, we were living in the house and we weren't running the AC, and it was the middle of summer, and I was like, it's fucking hot. It's too fucking hot. I'm cutting my hair. And everybody was like, are you serious? Because I'd had long hair forever. And I was like, I'm fucking cutting it. I'm done. And then when I cut it, I just took a pair of clippers and just, you know what I mean? So then I was like, yo, check this out. I'm gonna shave it like an old man. And I thought it was hilarious.
I'm pretty sure your future wife helped out with that.
She did. She's a good sport.
She's a good hair cutter.
But no,
that shit. Shout out Sonia. That's her alias.
That shit all happened in a couple months for me though, because like I found Amebix.
I found Amebix. I met my wife. I shaved.
No. My wife came later, but I was already hanging out with you guys, but you guys were still like really into the like punk stuff, you know, like the punk rock, the street punk stuff. And then I remember one day you were just like, yo, check out Tragedy, and I was like, yo, what the fuck? This shit's really good. And then
I also showed Aaron some of the best hip hop he's ever fucking heard in his life. Don't ever let me fucking tell you different. Remember when I showed you Gravediggers? Get the fuck out of here with that, Aaron.
Well, that's another thing. I hated rap for a long time because the only rap I knew was what was popular when I was in school. You know what I mean?
That ain't that real shit.
Yeah,
Yo, Plies ain't my man.
Like, and then when I started hearing like hip hop, I was like, holy shit, these guys are like pissed off. Like,
got something to say.
But yeah, like in a couple months span, I found Amebix, and then I started going to these shows, and then like I said, you know, there's people there selling records, and I started finding found all kinds of crazy shit. And then Keith, you and Jap were finding From Ashes Rise, and you know what I mean, going down that rabbit hole at that point. You guys were evolving in your punk taste at the same time. You know what I mean?
That's very true. We're gonna fucking get into some real shit. Fucking.
All right, let's do it. I'm done. That's all you need to know about me.
We're gonna segue this into, I guess, my fucking journey. Since I know Aaron, we're gonna end on Joey's, because I think. Sorry, Joey. We could do an order, especially, you know, guests usually go first, but besides that, we all. This is a little, what is that called? Making the sausage of the show.
Oh, yeah.
We just go on. No, that's what they call that, Aaron.
I've never heard that phrase ever.
Joey, you've heard
Sucking
that.
the sausage of the show.
You see how the sausage is made. We're telling you how the sausage is made here. We fucking we cycle through each other. Anyhow, we're going to get into my fucking sound clip. And it's going to segue from Aaron. It's going to be fucking amazing. Here we go.
You've been reading the water papers. War is coming back in style. There's General Syllabus there, and the Russians living everywhere. And just what's filling up the bread. We make more money from the road ahead. The economy is looking bad. Let's start another war. What do you got, Captain? Rampant by the racist hatred. We want total war. What do you got, Captain? Rolling fingers, panic buttons. Playing with missiles like they're toys. It's easy money, easy job, especially when you build a bomb and loaded cities off the map. Just guess who profits when we build them back up. Now what's big business, what's big business? Get to what's a war. Bilateral commission through these laughing skeet from war. Call the army, call the navy, stop the kids from swimming. If you can't afford a slick attorney, we might make you a...
We might make you a fucking spy. What? All right. My name's Keith Harper. That's
Hello.
What's that?
Said hello, Keith.
Hell! So, as everybody is that a popular song?
What?
All right,
Popular voice.
well, yeah, everybody probably knows that is the Dead Kennedys. I mean, is that a popular song? I feel like I picked one of the, I don't know, like differenter.
Again, that album for me is like 10 out of 10. I don't know. I mean, I know California Uber Alice and Holiday in Cambodia are like the ones.
What's your favorite songs out of this album? Both of you go.
I'd be a liar if I didn't say Holiday in Cambodia. That song is fucking amazing.
Really? Okay.
That song is like 101, like just super influential in the genre. It's like great. It's got parts. It's got riffs. It's got the fucking beat. I remember listening to that when I was super tiny, and like it gets you.
I remember saying, "What the fuck does Pol Pot mean?"
Definitely, that's the whole band. What the fuck is what is that fucking Uber Alice?
Yeah, so I guess. All right, that was Dead Kennedys. The song I picked was fucking "When You Get Drafted," which
that would definitely be a. That would be one of the ones I think is one of my favorites for sure.
Right? I think it's a good representation of the weirdness of them, the straight punk influence of them, and just their overall. I think it's just what the vibe you get from them is in that song.
Well said.
Yeah.
Is that fair to say? I mean.
Yeah, like the way the vocals or the lyrics are written, you know, just like
so.
Like
this is definitely one of the first satirical bands I've ever heard. So like when you say like I killed children, like I was like, yo, what? Or like like the police truck having okay. We're gonna all right. Here's the shit, guys. We're getting into it. I grew up listening to 90s like pop country.
What?
Not even
Dixie Chicks.
Not even no. Early 90s, Joey. Come on. So not even like
Jackson's, George Straits.
I'm talking. Hold on, Aaron. God damn it. I'm talking about like not even the classic country shit. Not even Hank Williams the original. Not even fucking Hank Williams Jr. Okay, I'm talking about straight George Strait, your boy Mark Chestnut, Brooks and Dunn, fucking Garth Brooks. Holy shit, dude. All right, so that is what, like, in my mind as a child, I could sing you all these fucking way down yonder on the Chattahoochee. That's what Alan Jackson. Oh my fucking god. So that's what my parents like jammed. I went to like line dancing clubs with them. It was fucking nuts. From that, I don't know. I started listening to the radio. I remember Boys to Men was a big like thing I specifically remember in my life. Great, great fucking group, dude. Get the fuck out of here if you don't like Boys to Men. Like,
everybody likes getting sexy from time to time.
That shit was banging, dude. So that was like my, I don't know. So pop country and like whatever was on the radio was probably like the popular radio was one of my earliest influences in the music that I can remember. And then I remember going on a fishing trip with my cousin Kelly. He was a boy, not Kelly as a girl. My Uncle Gary, my father, and me. And my Uncle Gary was a very large man, very scary man. And he put on the radio, we were listening to the radio. He sounded like a psychopath. And he puts on the radio, and it was Queen. And that was the first time I ever heard Queen, and I was like, this is fucking amazing. So weirdly enough, Queen is like my intro into like real rock and roll.
Hell yeah, dude.
Is that weird? Like, or like just like rock and roll in general? Like that's because I mean country is very, I don't know, it's good. I mean we can't say the way down yonder on the Chattahoochee isn't the fucking jams right now. But
I can.
Yo, what? No, Aaron, you fucking sing that song to me all the time. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said.
Oh, I thought you said that you said anyhow. So
no, I love Chattahoochee.
So after hearing that, first off, as a child, then going into Queen, I was like, oh my god. So from Queen, you go to fucking. What do you go to after that, boys? You go to fucking like Black Sabbath. You go to fucking the Deep
Zeppelin.
Purple. Yep, Zeppelin.
Rush.
Dude, Rush was
Rush.
one of those weird later ones for me because I didn't. Progressive
Right.
shit is. You don't get it at first. But all right, so that's like my background, like in music in general, and then 1999 comes around. Everybody in schools listened to Limp Bizkit, fucking, all the shit. What was on the radio around then?
Fucking.
I'm your butterfly, baby. That fucking jams. And
It was basically the Dark Ages.
It was. It was not a good time. I still, to this day, I'm so sorry for anybody out there. New metal and that whole 90s, that's the bullshit, boys.
Yeah.
That's straight not cool. It's not fucking cool, dude. Like, I don't, it's funny now. I'm glad it happened because it's hilarious, but it's not fucking cool. And, so
considered a human tragedy.
what's that? So, everybody at school's listening to that, and the radio station in Fort Myers that everybody listened to that was played on the bus was called B103.9.
Yeah, boy.
B103.9, brought to you by Beasley Entertainment Group, or so. I don't know what the fuck. But having said that, that's what was on the radio. It was fucking Limp Bizkit. I'm your sugar baby. That shit. What was that called? Sugar Ray was on there also, by the way.
Hell yeah, dude.
Anyways, and this is like it's so sad that kids will never understand this. I used to go to a video store with my parents once a week.
Bro, I used to work at one.
Yeah.
I was
What, Joey?
I always wanted to work at one, but then they went away as soon as I
So
was
yeah,
done.
this was like going to the video store was like one of the most memorable moments in my childhood like ever. I don't give a fuck about theme parks. I don't give a fuck about the first time I had a Coca-Cola, but I remember going to the fucking video store like very fucking vividly, getting really bad movies on VHS, by the way. Like really bad, like The Cube. like just weird fucking horror movies and like weird shit. But you could also, I have always been really into video games. Like I don't know, it started with Super Mario 3 on the NES. That was my favorite. Like that was the first game I ever played. And then I think my parents were like leasing the NES, or like I don't know, we didn't have it anymore. So they started leasing a Sega, or like rent a center shit, whatever. And Sega, I started playing Sonic. Sonic 2 is one of the best soundtracks ever in history, I maintain. So video games were a big part of my fucking life, and it's 1999. We're going to the video store. You could rent Super Nintendo or Nintendo 64 games. I'm sorry. I got a Nintendo 64 when I was, I don't know, whatever year it came out. I was very lucky. I was a very happy child. And I fucking rented Tony Hawk Pro Skater, the game.
Oh,
First one?
The OG. I remember this video store. Aaron, it was the East Fort Myers by the Publix, where we went to play pool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get fucked.
I used to go to that one too.
Get fucked.
I used to go to that one too. Yeah.
So
because there was that other one in the shores by.
That was too far for me. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, but I lived in Alva, but that one didn't have. That one was like shitty.
Sure. This one was quality. They had.
The
newest movies, the newest games, quality shit. You could rent a game for I don't know what my parents paid. What was it back in the day? $2 for a fucking night.
Whatever it was.
So, I rent Tony Hawk Pro Skater, and that was I feel like one of the first games I played that actually had like musical soundtrack. Honestly,
that's the earliest game I can remember that did.
Right,
sure.
like a straight actual. Like band, So
Yeah.
Crazy Taxi? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure when you start the game, it goes. It's the fucking police truck, which is a deep
Yep.
cut of Fresh Fruit. Just saying. Am I right, Aaron? Blue has this on vinyl, and it has fucking
Wait, police truck?
Yeah, dude. Remember, Blue bought the vinyl from your boy Nevin, and it has police truck on it. We all freaked out. We were like, "What the fuck?"
Well, I have the album too. It don't have police truck on it.
I know it don't. Either way, Tony Hawk Pro Skater had fucking Dead Kennedys. Okay, it had ska, which I don't know. I think I had vaguely heard from like No Doubt on the radio, or maybe what else was around in that time. I mean, Smash Mouth kind of had some ska shit. I feel like, right? Like, I don't know. I remember Mambo Number 5 was one of the most popular. Yo, it's Mambo Number 5. That was a great song, by the way. So I get fucking Tony Hawk Pro Skater. It's got Dead Kennedys on it. I love that song. I said this guy has the weirdest voice I've ever. Hey, I don't know. He reminded me of a clown. Which is not like, I'm not saying that like in a bad way, but it also had like fucking Primus. It had fucking Suicidal Tendencies on it. It had fucking the Vandals on it. Like, that was my biggest intro into punk rock for sure. Like, and after hearing Police Truck, I said, like, that was the one song that stuck out the most. Like, I really do like Primus, and I really do like, I like some Vandals. I like one or two Suicidal Tendencies. That's hit or miss, but I like ska a lot, so Goldfinger was on there, you know, Superman. Good.
Who made this soundtrack for those games, too?
What's that?
The guy from Goldfinger is like the guy that, you know, put all the soundtracks together on Tony Hawk.
What a fucking genius.
Yeah.
It's like straight up like, so from that, you check out, of course you're like, well, I wonder what else this band has put out. Like, and I'm listening to fucking pop country from my parents and Boys to Men and fucking whatever's on the radio. Mambo Number 5 was a specific, Enrique Iglesias. Bailamos!
Dude, that's my boy right there.
Yo, that's a really good song, honestly. Let the rhythm take you over, Bailamos! So, and then I got into, like, you know, Dead Kennedys is the first, like, quote-unquote punk band that I could say, like, I've liked since, like, 1999. Like, that's my fucking jams. And honestly, it's just like, thank you, Tony. Thank you, Tony Hawk. Like, I didn't even like skateboarding, honestly, at that point in my life. Eventually I did, but, like, I just liked the game. And it had a great soundtrack. Like, you're fucking just skateboard trying to get these combos to fucking Police Truck? Like, get the fuck out of here. And especially you don't hear the whole song, so it's like you want to... I feel like it didn't play the whole... Well, I had the demo first of the game before they had actual game demos. I don't know if those exist anymore either. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, that's the only way I played that, actually, was on a demo. I never played the actual game.
What? You're missing out.
Great. Dude, they did a remaster, and it's on Switch. Do you have a Switch?
The remaster.
My child does, yeah.
Get it. It's super good. And it's the same soundtrack, baby boy. So, all right. Anyways, so, you know, you're young Keith, what am I? 33, so if it was 1999, I was either 9 or 10. Right? That's accurate?
Yeah.
So that was my intro into punk rock, and I always liked that. So a couple years go by, and I think Tony Hawk 2 came out. And I heard Bad Religion for the first time. And then it was the song You. You guys remember that one?
Oh, yeah.
Fucking amazing. And also Papa Roach was on that. So, like, I've listened to Papa Roach. And Last Resort is one of my fucking all-time favorite jams.
Fuck out of here.
No. Honestly, Aaron, that guitar riff was written on a piano.
That's a great riff.
And it's like...
Piano, yeah.
It's fucking amazing. Yeah. Bennett.
Oh,
Oh, God. Suffocation! anyways. So, let's say I'm 10. Let's fast forward to fucking the real intro into music. Let's say I'm in the first year of high school, it would be, right? I didn't go to high school in Florida, but I came back for my, what's the second year of high school? Sophomore?
Yeah.
I came back for my sophomore year, and I had already liked Dead Kennedys, so, you know, your boy's got a Dead Kennedys patch, you know. What up? And I met this kid down the street, a previous guest named Matthew Haddock, and he was like, cool patch. He had previously came to my house. I think he's like showed me Anti-Flag. He stole my mom's cigarettes.
He was a bad kid.
He was a fucking dick. He snuck it through my window after a party. Hey, Keith. Anyways, I didn't go to that party because I'm a good kid. And I had a Dead Kennedys patch, and your boy Matthew Haddock goes, hey man, that's a cool patch. I'm in a band. And I said, oh, sure. Blah, 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 blah. I played guitar at this point. You know, I knew some, what do I know? I knew some Metallica songs. Sure, get out of my fucking face, bro. I knew Deep Purple. I don't know. I didn't know a lot of songs on guitar because I honestly grew up playing trumpet. How? Get fucked. That's why I love fucking ska, honestly. Like, I don't mean to brag, 2 years in advanced band, guys, in middle school. I wasn't first trumpet. I was second. I'll say that. I wasn't first, but, you know, I don't want to do a solo. I want to carry this shit.
He could have been. He just didn't want the fanfare, you know?
I have a shit-ass trumpet. I'm poor. My dad bought that trumpet off of eBay, and it sucked. It smelled so bad. The case smelled so bad. I don't... Oh, my God. Anyhow, so, I'm, 14 or 15. Right, that's going into high school, right? Or
Yeah. Like that.
I honestly, guys, I didn't go to high school the first year at all. Boop, boop, boop. So I started as a sophomore, and your boy Matt was in a band. It was called Social Failure.
Nice, dude.
Then like he had a birthday, and they played his house like as a practice. I remember seeing it. It was Matt Haddock, Shane, and Matt Stewart. They play his birthday party, and they play a couple songs that they had written, and I was there. Happy birthday, Matt. We all smoked a little bit of weed. It was pretty cool. Some girl's dad shows up and goes, man, this drum set is fucking tits. This girl's dad in front of like so many kids, like 15, 16, and we were like, yeah. You know, it's Shane's drum kit. He's rich. He's got a nice ass drum kit. And he goes, who's got the fucking weed? And we go, nobody. Like, no. It was very strange, very awkward. A few months go by. And I remember dyeing my hair banana yellow and baby blue because I was super punk rock, guys. I was just patched out, fucking punked up, anti-Bush t-shirts. This was that era. And I get a call on my phone. Ring, ring, ring. And it's your boy Matt Haddock. And he says, Keith, Matt Stewart's grounded. We're supposed to play this battle of the bands. Do you think you could learn, I don't know, like 5 songs? And I said, yes. I was so happy. So happy, boys. I was so happy. So I fucking worked real hard. I worked real fucking hard, boys. I learned these songs. So I had never played with a band or anybody else on guitar. I mean, with trumpet, yeah, I played with the big band. But I never played with 3 people on, like, you know, a drummer, a bass player, and a guitar. Never. And they made me learn. Fuck, this is controversial too. First cover song. You know, when you're in a band, you play a couple cover songs. Sure. Aaron, not so much, I guess.
Yeah, we never did a cover.
I love a cover.
Well, actually, we did later in a different band. It got stolen. So.
Joey, what about you? You okay? Right when you're starting out, you got to get a couple covers in there.
Yeah, when you first start a band, for sure.
We did Anti-Flag. Shit. Underground Network. We did a rendition that was my suggestion because I just joined the band. Hey guys, Billy Idol, White Wedding.
Interesting pick.
Great. So this is for a battle of the bands, by the way. So of course I thought it appealed to the older crowd. It's Florida. They're gonna love Billy. Anyhow, and Get Off My Back by the Casualties. So we're super pumped fucking out, dude. We're the most. Shane's got a mohawk. He's playing drums. It's fucking who knows, purple peak, poop, whatever. I got fucking blue and yellow hair. I look like an idiot. Fucking Matt had normal hair.
What a dick.
And Matt looked just pretty normal. I mean, he looked like a nice guy. He looked like his sister. Shout out Katie. Anyhow, so we're playing. I learned all these songs. We're playing the battle. We start to play the Battle of the Bands. Just a bunch of Florida bands, really, kind of bigger bands, like that ended up doing pretty well. Prying Eyes was like a pretty big metal band.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. We played with a really big ska band at the time called Shuttlecock 6. We played with another previous guest band, Nathan's band, called Subject to Change. This was all at a Battle of Bands. Like, there was a stage in a parking lot. Like, it was very Florida. And we're walking on stage to play, and Matt trips because this kid like gets in his way, and he's carrying his bass amp. Like, it was an amp. Oh man, it's such a nice amp. We had that amp at the house. You remember that, Aaron?
I do.
It was a great amp. It was an Ampeg, Joey. Joey, are you there? I love you. So, Matt trips and fucking smashes his fucking face, like right on the chin, into his bass amp, and he goes, "What the fuck?" And he's all pissed. He's fucking like, "What the fuck you get in my way for?" And the kid was so sorry. and Matt's bleeding, like just gushing blood from his face. And this is while we're walking on stage to play our set. We start playing. We play a couple originals, then we play I guess we played 3 fucking covers, which is crazy. I mean, the Casualties and the Anti-Flag ones were like, straight covers. But I would say that the Billy Idol one was a punk rock rendition of White Wedding.
You put a little punk spice on it.
A little D beat thrown in there, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'd never heard fucking. I didn't know. Dead Kennedys definitely doesn't really do D beat specifically, I would say.
No.
They're more of like a Dead Ken. To touch back on the intro album and the punk rock, like Dead Kennedys is more of a jazzy, surfy, weird fucking mix of just greatness. That's like Life on Earth being born kind of mix. Like that's a 1 in a million chance that happens with the vocals, the guitar, and like honestly, R.I.P. to the drummer, second drummer. I think he died recently. My boy fucking DH, right? DH.
Did he?
Yeah, dude. R.I.P. dude. He also played in the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, what?
Yeah, dude. Isn't that weird? So, your boys are playing a fucking. Oh golly, your boys are playing a fucking Battle of the Bands. Matt's fucking bleeding. My amp starts cutting in and out. Wasn't mine. I was borrowing it for the kid who was grounded, who was the real guitar player. Starts cutting it. Fuck Fender amps. Just saying. Get a Marshall. Anyways. So that's cutting in and out. And we end up finishing the show. We watch all the other bands. They gave us 3rd place. Okay? They gave us 3rd place. And
it's because of that Billy Idol cover.
No. It's because they felt really sorry for the guy whose face is fucking bleeding. The kid whose amp is cutting in and out, who obviously looks like it's his... Like, I look like it's my first show. I'm scared to death. Like, just fucking dying. And Shane was the only really talented one at the time. And by the way, we show up in a Hummer.
Lame.
We showed up in a Hummer with a trailer, so like we look like this pretty professional band, like, but it's just Shane's dad stuff. Like, fuck yeah, Shane's dad. Shout out Gene. And yeah, so we got third place. The ska band got second, and the really metal band, who like the guy jumped up on the stage, like crawled up on the top, screaming from the rafters. That guy got first. But we all got gift cards, we got gift cards to Subway, like $75. So
That's good. 75.
So that was the first show I ever played. Shortly after that,
Paying good.
it was like, yeah, dude, fucking free Subway, get out of here. That was dope back in the day, and I hate Subway now, but back in the day, hell yeah, Fort Myers fucking Subway, get the fuck out of here. So I think it must have been the same month we were gonna play, or maybe like the day after we played this girl's Quinceañera. Oh no! All right, so we were also scheduled to play that. We play it, you know, our songs, the Billy Idol. It was kind of my idea to learn La Bamba.
Okay.
So we're a bunch of white guys. Well, Shane was actually half Puerto Rican, I guess. And we did a punk rendition of La Bamba at a quinceañera. Oh, everybody was all quiet for that. It went well. Nobody said anything. It went well. People love La Bamba.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
People love La Bamba. Get the fuck out of here. So that was the second show I played. Fast forward, a couple months, and the original guitar player that I was taking over for, I was meant to be the second guitar player. There was going to be 2 guitar players. He got super grounded. Or, I don't know. His parents were real fucking dicks, dude. He got super grounded. He wasn't allowed to be in the band anymore, so I became the first guitar player.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we try out people with my boy. Shout out Aaron Hamburgers. I love Aaron. I don't know if you know this. Aaron Hamburger was a kid we met online. And he was like one of the first other punk rock kids in town we ever met. And he tried out for guitar, and he's actually pretty good. He had a nice guitar. It worked out well. I don't know why we didn't go with him, guys. I'm so sorry, Aaron Hamburger. We should have.
I've never seen. I've known him for a long time. I've never seen him play.
He's good. He's all right. Fast forward, he didn't work out. We meet the guy that we have been talking. Me and Aaron have been talking about, Jap. We meet him online again. Like, this is like MySpace era, fucking live journal, fucking. We met this guy, Jap. He tried out for guitar. He got in trouble. He played great too. We played an Anti-Flag song. Oh God. And he tried out, and he got in trouble for smoking marijuana at my house. And I didn't see him for another, I don't know, year. And we meet him again. And he's in the band this time because he told his mom that I was a different Keith. He's so clever, so clever. So Jap joins the band. We finally have a 2 guitar player, a bass player, and a drummer. And we're playing shows. We're playing fucking shows all the time. We're in fucking St. Pete. We're in fucking, I don't know, Fort Lauderdale. We're in Tampa. Matt ends up getting fucking shipped off to fucking Indiana because he got into a fight with his stepdad, who's from Switzerland and runs his truck on hydrogen or whatever. I don't know. He's insane. Nice guy. So we had to find a fucking new singer and bass player. Holy shit. What do you do then, boys? Actually, yeah, we met these guys at a show that we played that we got shut down from because the previous band was smashing their guitars through the ceiling. And then when we started playing a cover of Monster Squad, Don't Fuck Around, the crowd got a little too out of hand. And fucking the dude who owned the joint came up, and I remember him specifically just unplugging my guitar amp. It was super fucked. You were at that show, right, Aaron?
Yeah, I was at that one.
That was the first time I ever met a skinhead, by the way, folks. A sharp, if you would, a skinhead against racial prejudice. I believe is the technical term. I don't fucking know. I thought he was a Nazi. I was so scared. I said, why is there fucking Nazis at our show? This is really scary. Like, should we tell him to get the fuck out of here? But they're really big. Like, he was like an older guy. And we were like, oh my God. Turns out he's a sharp. He's a really nice guy. He's too nice. Hey. Anyhow. Yeah, we played this show. They shut it down. That was the last show I ever played with Matt. We meet this skinhead guy who lives with a coworker of mine who like had a Cox bar patch. He lived with that guy. It's such a small world. This is how this works. And we show up at this house, and they're like, "Yeah, we know this guy." Upcoming guest, Chris Roach. He is like a record putter outer. What do they call that? And we think that we have a meeting with him, and we're thinking, well, fuck, we're gonna be on fucking 7 inches and shit, but we still need a singer. Matt left. He got shipped off, and your boy Chris Roach goes, I know a guy. His name's Spike. Enter about 5'8" Irishman with a mohawk who's about 30-something years old. And he's from Brooklyn. Where the fuck was he from, dude? He's from Brooklyn.
I don't know.
Yo, my name's fucking Spike. What's going on?
I thought it was like Boston.
Oh, maybe it's Boston. Yo, what the fuck? He just, I don't know. He has a great voice. Yo, shout out Spike. He lives somewhere near me. I don't know. Come out and reach out, bro. He introduced us to Spike. He's going to be the new singer. But we need a bass player, Joey. What are we going to do? Your boy Spike knows a guy. Guess who it is?
Who?
It's your boy, the original bass player of Less Than Fucking Jake. This, I can't make this shit up. Like, this is fucking ridiculous. Shout out Less Than Jake, I guess. Like, make sure to hashtag that shit, Aaron, because they're going to be like, what? Sean,
nah, fuck them.
No, dude, Sean Graves. We'll go with Sean Graves. He was in the band, and he was about 40 years old with a bunch of 18-year-olds, and we had this 30 and 40-year-old as a singer and a bass player, and 2 18-year-olds as a guitar player, and an 18-year-old as a drummer. And we played fucking shows. We played a lot of shows like that, I feel like. That's accurate, right, Aaron? Like, you remember more of the shows than I fucking do.
I mean, I don't know how many you played with what lineup, but yeah, I mean, that was...
We played a decent amount of fucking shows.
Yeah.
We played all over town. We were pretty hip. So we started getting involved in the punk rock scene that way, and then all of a sudden there was another punk rock scene that, honestly, another previous guest, Nathan, shout out, got me pretty much into, I would say. Holy shit, we just started playing with more bands and fucking, I don't know, understanding the culture more, the DIY culture, the fucking other bands that like we would have never have heard of unless we were in that sub, like,
yeah.
You know, you hear the Virus, you hear Cheap Sex, you hear The Unseen, and then you hear like Contravene and like fucking Bread and Water and like, I don't know, the underlying like punk bands, I guess.
That's when I was talking about how like,
or like punk
you guys were finding that at the same time I found Amoebic, so then it was like this floodgate open.
Yeah, we were all fucking dope. We were really cool. And then, yeah, I guess, yeah, our music fucking taste started opening up. We played, like, more crusty, melodic shit. That's pretty accurate, eh, Aaron?
Yeah.
Yeah. Aaron, talk about... Yeah. You were there a lot for the evolution of our punk rock intro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well said.
Yeah, I was around.
So it's like it's easy to reference.
I guess for starting at the point of getting into punk, I guess ours are kind of intertwined. Not really, because you were already into the casualty stuff.
Yeah, it was like a year or two difference, so that's it.
Yeah, and when I met you is when you were still into that stuff, but then around the same time that was all starting to transition, but also we were getting older.
We were getting
You
older.
know,
We were becoming adults. This is when we're 17, 18. We're living our lives. We're paying bills. We lived in a house. We weren't with our parents anymore. Oh, God. Also, so I had mentioned previously that there was another guitar player, the original guitar player of Victor Mewtwo got grounded. You ever recall this?
Yeah.
So he ended up fucking hanging himself.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is real shit. Must have been when I was like 18, 19, 17, 18, 19, one of those. Before we lived in Hoople, I believe, Aaron, right? Because you were around
years?
at that time, but you like did not know him.
I feel like it was way before that.
So, I have to fucking go to this fucking funeral. That was the first time I ever saw a fucking dead body, guys. Fuck, dude. And they made him look really cute. And he had, fuck, dude. This is so insane. You know what he was wearing?
What?
An Unseen t-shirt.
Oh my god.
Dead. Wait. It was either an Unseen t-shirt or a Fender t-shirt. Shit. Oh no, I don't want to miss. It's one of those two for sure. So yeah,
Right.
Rest in peace, Matt Stewart. Yeah, he was done. He called it quits.
Yeah.
Yes, that happened. That's a part of the punk rock journey, I guess, for me, which is fucked. He was a nice kid. Jesus, his parents fucking kind of sucked. Yeah. Don't kill your fucking self, though. Jesus. It's I don't even fucking know.
I was talking about how I had heard some punk stuff, but nothing that really piqued my interest or whatever. I love that Dead Kennedys album. And I had heard Dead Kennedys before I got into punk. But for whatever, somehow, unfortunately, I heard fucking Frankenchrist material.
Oh, no.
So I was like, I'm not into that band at all. And then I remember way later that I should have hearing Fresh Fruit and Plastic Surgery Disaster and the In God We Trust EP and stuff, and just be like, oh shit, this is amazing.
Yeah, it's weird. All right, I'm gonna end this quick because I've been going a while, but I was in a band, and then the band did these things, and we had shows. I really enjoy punk rock. I started getting into the deeper aspect of punk rock, the culture of it. It's nice to fucking feed homeless people. Like, that feels fucking nice. Like, fucking helping people out is what you should fucking do. If you see somebody fucking down, that's the time you pick them up, bro.
Damn.
That's some anti-flag.
Damn.
Anyhow, but yeah, no, really, that helping people out and just being fucking not a dickhead is kind of a good aspect of why I like punk rock, I guess. I feel like that's the main viewpoint, right? Like fuck the rules, kind of, but don't be a fucking dick.
Pretty much.
Fuck the government. This sucks, and cops suck from time to time, but just don't be a dick. Don't rape people. Don't fucking fight people for no reason. I guess that's a whole other thing. If they I don't know. Anyhow, that's So that's the whole reason I like punk rock is just don't be a dick. Fucking blah blah blah. I continued on into that journey. But then from that, got into metal and got into fucking the other folky aspects of punk rock. The fucking Violent Femmes is fucking pretty punk rock in my opinion, honestly. And that's one of the folkiest bands I can think of. But yeah, I can't say anything more. I love punk rock. I love the Dead Kennedys, especially. That'll always have a place in my heart. I love the Sex Pistols. I love the fucking Ramones. I love the Clash. I don't like the Exploited episode 7 coming out soon.
That's not episode.
No, I don't
Two
remember.
names.
That might be the ender of the season. I don't remember boys and girls. Sorry. But yeah, I love fucking punk rock. Most aspects of it. Yeah, I don't know what more I can say. I want to hear your boys' opinion on the Dead Kennedys album, and then I want to hear Joey's life just in a bottle.
Well, in terms of opinions on the album, I can't give you much. Like I said, all these things have been fucking talked about to death. I don't know what I contribute other than it's one of my favorites. It's a 10 out of 10. Perfect album.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, it's great. It's undeniable. It's, you know, it's a, you know, you have a friend that doesn't like punk at all, and you show him that album. You know, that's
Is that what you would show him for?
like
punk rock?
I'd be. Yeah, it's like it's.
I agree.
I'm always surprised when people don't know what the Dead Kennedys are.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the, like, how did you, you know, how did this get under your radar? I don't know. I remember in high school, the end of senior year, I got my first piece of shit car. Keith knows this car. It's a purple Crown Victoria.
Cop car.
It was a cop car. And I of course, I put a bunch of fucking stickers on it. And I had a big Dead Kennedy sticker on it. And this old lady came to me and she's like, Kennedy, I remember Kennedy. And she's like, oh, that says Dead Kennedy. I was like, yeah, it's a band from your time. And she was just so pissed off. She's like, those people, they died. And I'm like, yeah, that's the point, lady. You ever listen to the Dead Kennedys? Like, what the fuck?
Oh
But
Mic
yeah,
on,
it was just
mic off.
Sorry, on a side note, I'm just going to say I used to have a Nazi punks fuck off patch. Like, you know, just, you know, the anti-Nazi fucking thing. And I remember being
The
stopped.
arm one, or
Yeah, the arm one. And it was on my jacket. And I remember being stopped in a mall. And this fucking Nazi fucking skinhead dude comes up to me and goes, I should fucking rip this shit off your fucking jacket right now. And I was so scared because he was really big. And I said, okay. Like, what?
fuck off.
Like, it was so scary. So Florida had Nazis, and it was pretty scary from time to time.
It's true.
Go on.
Yeah.
With your Dead Kennedys
Fuck yeah.
thing.
You're on with the Dead Kennedys. No. Yeah, like Aaron said, there's nothing to say. Like, you know this shit. Like, it's...
Yeah, it's really hard for me to dissect these albums.
Yeah, I would say...
Yeah, I remember seeing
Go on.
seeing a T-shirt when I was a kid. The one with like the drawn graphic of like a tractor hauling a bunch of dead bodies, and it just says "Kill the Poor." I was just like, "What the?"
Yeah, like you
I'm
don't know
like,
how to
what
take
are
it
you
at
trying to
first.
say to me?
Well,
Yeah,
this is really weird.
but it's great. I love it. Yeah, it's definitely one of those ones. You know,
For first
you're just like, "What the fuck?"
satirical
Yeah,
punk I've ever heard. You know,
it's great.
President Brown.
I don't. That's so funny. I don't like the Elvis cover.
You don't like Viva fucking Las Vegas, dude?
No, I don't
I don't
either.
like that.
You guys are fucked.
But then it's in Jello Biafra voice, and I just hate it even more.
I love it for that. I'd listen to it first
But
time I went to
I get
Vegas.
I would too. I get it. Like, it's, you know, it's part of the whole satirical aspect of it. I just hate listening to that song.
Is there any other song you don't? What's your favorite song on that album?
We already said that.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Probably
California.
California, dude. That song, I remember hearing that when I was super, super tiny and just being like, what the fuck? When it goes into that chorus, it's just so much. California. It's so good. Yeah, this is like, I don't know. Like, if you have a little brother, if you have a fucking young son, just like...
If you see
Just-
a kid on the
just-
street that's just walking by
show him,
himself,
like, what if
don't
you do something
abduct him.
crazy?
Just show him the Dead Kennedys. Straight up. Punk.
Straight up.
That's
Which is
punk,
good.
right?
Which is
That's
good
fuck.
to know.
Don't
It's
abduct
definitely,
people. Don't kidnap people. Just show them the dead Kennedys. You be straight. You be all right in your life.
That's most of the Yeah, and Jello. Finding out that Jello's from Boulder was like a big thing when I was a little kid too, because it's like
You're from Denver.
there's no like Colorado celebrities that I gave a shit about. You know, like the Fray and stuff was like a thing, and I was like, okay,
I did not
that's
know
interesting.
that.
Yeah, that's a thing. But I just didn't care. But then I found out that guy. I was like, what the fuck? This like political band, you know, from California is from here. What the fuck? And I hate Boulder. So-
Me too. I was just there today.
Yeah.
Sorry. Shout out Boulder. Fuck you. They don't let you
It's
smoke
beautiful.
cigarettes, dude. What the fuck? This is America.
When I would work in Boulder, I would have to. I googled how stop signs work because nobody knew how to fucking use a stop sign. I thought they gaslit me into thinking that I didn't know how.
Isn't it
stop
3
worked.
seconds? You stop 3 seconds. Whoever gets there first goes at a 4-way stop. That's my understanding.
Shit. Everybody at once, I think, is what you're supposed to do.
Everybody at once just crash into each other.
Go. But no, yeah, it's just great. I don't know. This band's fucking great, and I it sucks that they hate each other or whatever.
Yeah, that sucks. It's whatever.
I
I
would
don't
want to
listen
see
the-
them all together.
Yeah, I wouldn't see them now. I haven't listened to anything with that other guy. I don't know the other guy. That's not Dead Kennedys to me.
It's just different. It's just I wish them all the best. But Jello's cool. I met him in real life. He's fucking.
He DJs,
He's intimidating, but
in
he's like
Denver
nice.
and shit, right? Like I've heard of that.
Yeah, he just like DJ shit, and like he's really cool. Like he's in like documentaries. He like found that
I've heard
the Death
his spoken
album
words. Insane.
stuff.
He found that.
He's like part of it. I forget. He's in the documentary of like the
The Death.
that Death album.
Great album. Jesus, Aaron, remember
I
that
love
shit?
that.
Yeah.
Great album. Wow.
One of my favorites, honestly. I have his spoken word album. I fucking have a signed copy of it.
Die for
I fucking
oil,
love-
sucker.
Well,
Sucker.
yeah. This is great.
Anyhow.
Okay.
What do you got to say about the DK, Aaron?
I already did. Let's
You want
I'm
to get
fucking-
into you want to get into JB's?
I want to hear Joey's life.
Well,
Yeah.
Wrap this shit up.
God, I'm so excited for Joey.
Let's get for it. Play. All right. I want
to.
to do a little. So, like we said in the beginning, like usually we can pick our 30 seconds before the the clip that we get to play of our albums. But then they changed it up on me on the last minute, and then played. And we have to. My original pick was the last 30 seconds of Creatures, which is great. But then since we could do a full minute, I thought about it more, and I wanted this song just because it makes so much sense. Here, yeah, just play the clip, and then I'll explain it. Nice. Yeah, that was fucking Adolescence with the fucking flagship song of Amoeba.
I heard that in a movie
I feel like
or a game first off for sure too.
Yes, that is one of those ones you hear in culture, and it's great. It's fucking, there's a reason you do it. Yeah,
There's a reason
I'll just get
you
into
fucking do it.
yeah. I guess my start is a little bit. I don't know. I guess I'll go a little bit further back. I don't know. Yeah, I think I liked when I was a little kid. You know, my uncles and stuff. They liked just pretty basic metal stuff of that time. You know, I remember seeing Rob Zombie when I was like a little kid and being terrified of Rob Zombie, and they loved it.
Yo, that shit's
And I'm just
fucking
like
freaky, bro. My man is out of his mind.
It's
Dude,
in retrospect.
what was
not
that
at
one
all.
song?
But when you're
Dracula.
8 years old, 6 years old, yeah, when you see Dracula for the first time and he's talking about like death and shit, I'm like, what the fuck?
What the
I'm
hell
playing
is
with
dying
fucking
mean, you
Megan.
dumbass?
I remember being terrified of it, but then like being more interested in it, and then being interested in like horror movies from that, and then like getting more and more into it. You know, I remember seeing the original Night of the Living Dead. Like my uncle showed me that,
The black and
and
white
just
one?
being like so interested in it. Yeah,
Yeah.
OG one. And just like falling into that. Yeah, all over the place. Yeah, that
What's your
my
favorite
love of horror
movie
movies
from growing up, boys?
from growing up.
Or like around the punk rock time when you're getting into punk rock, what was your horror movie of choice? I feel like horror movies were. I liked horror movies a lot.
I loved horror movies. One thing, yeah, I before I even liked punk, and I thought it was comical, was seeing Return of the Living Dead, and seeing like the punks in Return of the Living Dead, and just being like, oh, they're fucking idiots. They're gravitating towards it, and you're like, oh, this is what that's based off of, and like being way more into it.
that was your
Yeah, I'm all over the place. Like there's a little bit of everything. Like I'll step it back more. Like just like this is still the time. A pre-internet is very dial-up time. I didn't get fast internet until I was in like high school. Mostly because I was poor, but
shout out being poor.
yeah, just like it's kind of similar to Aaron's and Keith's. Just kind of finding shit, getting hand-me-down music. I remember really being into Weird Al Yankovic a lot, and like listening to him a lot. And like he had, every
Amish
genre.
Paradise. Or whatever the fuck. What is that one?
Yeah, I know those lyrics better than Coolio's version.
That honestly, folks, that was one of these songs that was on the radio too. That like, fuck yeah, dude, I grew up on that shit.
Yeah. And I was definitely a radio kid too. Like not having, YouTube and shit. My fucking,
You have AM,
fingertips.
FM, and AM sucks.
Yeah, I
So
remember
you go to FM.
like you were playing the fucking Butterfly song. I remember listening to that. I remember listening to Smash Mouth when it was new.
Alien Amp.
Shit like that. I was in kindergarten. I remember listening to fucking Radio Disney, Mamba Number 5.
You were in kindergarten when that came out?
I was literally in kindergarten.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
I will.
Oh my god.
We're old.
Which is so funny because Keith and Aaron are just a little bit older than I am, and it's so funny. Keith's story is getting the Sega or the Nintendo and getting Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1. I got Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3.
Yo, AFI's on that
I remember
one.
listening.
And Amoeba.
AFI.
Amoeba's actually on that
Amoeba
one. Oh,
is on
fuck.
Exactly, and I remember listening to it all the fucking time.
Fucking remotes
And, yeah,
are
the
on
whole-
that one. That's the straight real punk one.
That's hate me for it, but that's I love
that's a
that game in
great-
general.
great
It's
album,
so
great CD.
fun,
I mean,
and
great game.
that soundtrack. Yeah, that whole soundtrack is great. It has like fucking Punky Homo Sapien on it. It's like that's great. Those soundtracks are fucking great.
Oh my god.
Um,
it has KRS-One on it. You got your boy Redman's on it, bro. Aaron loves Redman. That's his man right there.
It's good. I fucking
Why do you
love
like Redman
those
so
games.
much, Aaron? What the fuck?
He's one of the most underrated rappers that ever existed.
Redman?
Preach it, Aaron.
Preach. This is about me right now. But no, that album, that soundtrack is great. To back it up, my parents were listening to, Led Zeppelin and shit. I remember listening to Nervous Breakdown by Led Zeppelin, and that's like, that's a driving song.
I think it's Communication.
And I remember being way into that. Oh yeah, I always mix it up. Thank you.
Because I think Joey, if I might butt in just a bit, you probably heard this song for the first time in a movie, just as I did, and it was Small Soldiers.
Yes, you're absolutely correct.
I'm a genius.
Falling in love with Kirsten Dunst while
R.I.P.
the most badass Led Zeppelin song. She's still alive, right? What the fuck?
Oh yeah.
Don't say that.
Oh shit.
What did you do?
Kirsten, I love you.
I remember fucking Communication Breakdown, not Nervous Breakdown. That's hilarious. That song too.
That's fucking. What is
that's Black Flag.
Is that Bad Religion?
I remember when I was super little. There was a compilation that just was a tape that my parents had or my uncles had or something, and it was just like random 80s music. And fucking 99 Loof balloons on it. 99 red balloons.
Good one. Wait,
that's a driving song.
The cover or the original? Because there's like that ska cover.
Not the Goldfinger cover.
Oh, okay.
I think it's Goldfinger. No, the German version actually. Oh. And I remember like listening to the German version. I'm like, what is this song about? Like, why? And then it's like, about Cold War or whatever it is.
It's a really good
but it's
song.
Like cool.
Wow.
I like the song a lot. And when you're fucking tiny, when you're 6 years old or whatever, 7.
That's how I felt about
and
Zombie.
I love that. That's a fun song. It's
Shout
different. It's not as driving.
Yo, but they had some political views that I did not understand hearing that.
Oh yeah, over the head. Yeah. And just like getting that horror movie, got me into like Misfits. That whole horror punk stuff was probably the first time I was like seeking out, punk and just weird stuff. I remember going to the library. That's where I'd get my CDs. Going to the library and just like trying to find, anything that looked cool. I remember getting fucking Cannibal Corpse.
Oh,
because it was like,
fuck! Don't talk to Aaron about Cannibal Corpse now, bro.
Wait, what album?
I didn't even know the name of it. The one with, with the girls dissecting everything. No, it's the Butcher one, I think.
Oh, Butcher to Birth?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Yeah, just getting
fucking classic.
Based off of just what it looked like, and just like, I also, I was the opposite of, Aaron's story, kind of. I went to Catholic school, when I was young. And then so like
oh my God.
Being into that, and then like, finding out, more about like being sincerely afraid of the devil, and then, learning about Satanic Panic, and you're like, what? And then you're just realizing that like,
oh my God.
People are just hyping this up because they're afraid.
Can I stop you for
Mic
just
off.
a second? Like, Aaron, didn't you go to Catholic school?
No, when my mom so when my mom decided she was religious, she wanted to put me in a religious school, but where she lived there was no Catholic school, so I got put in for 1 year their holiness, I think is what they're called, something like that, religious school, but it's like crazy, almost Mennonite, super fucking fucking
It's
like
not school. It's just religion.
yeah, like we went to chapel every day for like 3 hours and all kinds of crazy shit. But I only went there for a year because I got bullied really hard there because they knew my mom was Catholic and being Catholic is like really bad, according to them. And me, I was just a kid. I didn't give a fuck about any of that shit. But
I just want to play.
I used to get paddled by the pastor all the time.
What?
Really?
Yeah, I remember specifically.
What is this? 1947? Jesus.
Yeah, right.
No, so I had watched The Exorcist on TNT, right? Like the night before. Like it was the first time I ever saw it, and it was an edited one, and I was like, "Oh shit," you know. And then
he wasn't saying "fuck you." Fuck.
No. It was edited, but it still like freaked me out, you know. And the next day was like the start of their. They have like a revival. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
It's like a period of time every year where they get they go super hard on Jesus. You know what I mean? Like more than normal.
Sure.
And yeah, we were sitting in the church, and this teacher next to me started freaking out and speaking in tongues and doing all that kind of stuff. And I had never seen anything like that, and it scared the fuck out of me. I was a little kid. I was
scares the fuck out of me right now, man.
I was 10, maybe 11, somewhere in there, and it freaked me out. And I it's funny because I had just watched The Exorcist, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And I ran out of
the body of Christ.
I ran out of the church, and then I got fucking.
God, Aaron, no
I got 12. It was 12. I forget what they called it.
Lashings.
Yeah, 12 lashings or whatever from the fucking preacher for running out of the church during a revival.
Yo, just
that's crazy. Thankfully, yeah, my time at Catholic school, there was no, I could see the bloodlust, in their eyes, but they couldn't hit us. Thankfully, I remember I watched Fright Night, the vampire movie, and I went to kindergarten, and I told my teacher, I'm like, I don't know what religion is. I don't know what the difference between, Jesus and vampires. I don't know what is real and what isn't at this time at all. And I'm just like, there's crosses all around me. I'm like, oh, can we use this on vampires? Can we do this? I remember she's like, what are you talking about, vampires? This isn't a thing. I'm like, you ever see the movie Fright Night? And then I remember getting my parents got in trouble because I was saying I was watching Fright Night and I'm learning about vampires. And religion simultaneously.
Joey, don't ever let anybody tell you can't use a cross against vampires, because that is true. You definitely can. Crosses, wooden spikes, and fucking garlic, bro. And holy water, I do believe. And sunlight. I've seen I've seen so many vampire movies. Get the fuck out of here.
So you went to Catholic school. Did you have nuns?
We had nuns, yeah.
So when I started having to go to catechism for my mom.
Catechism?
Yeah.
Holy man, this is some problem child fucking shit, man. I never had religion in my life at all, boys. I'm so sorry. This is so interesting to me.
Unguided.
Only thing I saw was problem child, and I said, "What the fuck are nuns?"
So
they look mean.
Tell me if they did this to you, so. The nuns would teach it, and if you were talk or something, that bitch would fucking smack my hand with that ruler every fucking time. It sting like a motherfucker.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
To this day, I hate nuns. I was in a store with my children the other day, and a nun came walking by, and I was like, "Oh, fine."
Run away!
Poor Aaron. I feel so bad.
Run, Billy, run!
Yeah, no, they were super mean, but yeah, I definitely did get hit. So thank God. Shit. Thank God.
That's because you were in Denver.
My gym was a basement, and it was the smallest. It was just a basement. The walls were 7 feet. The ceiling was 7 feet, and yeah, it was not a real school at all. It sucked. Yeah. Anyway, enough about Catholic school. So yeah, just going up, being into bullshit, driving drums, just fucking, you know, drums on every beat, snare on everything. What is it? Whatever that is.
Music?
What else I got?
don't know.
Oh yeah, and then going, I think I was, getting into skateboarding, around that time, the same time I got, Tony Hawk, and then getting into skate videos,
So much music.
super great soundtracks. There's so many good music. There's a In Color. It's like the Denver classic skate video. There's that I Hate People song by Anti Nowhere League. I remember listening to that so much. It's not even a band I even like that much. But
I have never heard that band, I don't think.
Yeah, they're alright. But that song is great. It's just stupid. It's just I hate people. I hate the fucking race. I hate people, and they hate me. It's just like that's great.
That's like that Toxic Narcotic song, Asshole. Everybody's a fucking... I like that one.
Yeah, it's...
You're all fucking assholes. I'm a
It's all
fucking
good.
asshole. Call me an asshole. I'm a fucking asshole.
Fucking Dennis Leary over here.
I'm an asshole. Well, I also loved that song when I was a little kid too. I thought that was hilarious. Yeah, I was really into funny, and then fast was kind of like my shit, and then getting into punk where it's like, you can fuck with people, but like, it's like a Bugs Bunny kind of type of fuck with people where you're only fucking with the bully. I love that.
Sure,
It's like
Elmer Fudd of these situations.
Yeah, just like, in the sense of like Nazis, having a anti-Nazi patch and then pissing off, some wannabe Nazi guy. That's great. That's what life's about. And that's
yeah.
Like pissing off the asshole is great. I, deserve to get my ass kicked all the time.
Dude, I've had it happen. We've all been there.
I've been punched.
Aaron
Yeah,
punched me
no,
in
and
the
that's why I
face one
gravitated,
time.
I believe it.
Yeah,
I do it again.
It. Fuck you, dude.
I love you, Keith.
That's fair. I know, I get it. I'm a punchable person.
No, don't say that.
Nobody punch me, please. It's been a while.
Yeah, just hearing songs, I was definitely, it's not the coolest way to get into it, but I'm sure everybody has. Just getting into it, through movies and shit. I remember watching Clerks, and there's a Bad Religion song in that fucking movie, and I'm like, what is that?
Get out.
Yeah, it's like when they go to the funeral, yeah, and they like drop the body and then they run out of the fucking funeral home, and it's Bad Religion.
Well, I'm watching that this evening, everyone.
Yeah, I remember loving that song, being into Bad Religion. You're fucking what, 12, 13?
Which is weird. I feel like
before high school.
Aaron shouldn't like Bad Religion, but you like Bad Religion, right? Like that's your jam.
I know, right? That's fun.
I like,
people hate Bad Religion all the time.
I mean, I wouldn't say I like them as a whole. They have albums I like.
Yeah, and like I haven't listened to Bad Religion in years. I'm not gonna say I dislike Bad Religion,
Yeah, it's definitely not a regular listen for me either.
I listen to him every day. Jesus,
I listen to him. I haven't listened to him in a while. I can't. But one of the greatest shows I've ever been to was probably Bad Religion. Yeah, and then I remember, just being in a skate video, like looking at skate videos. There's a lot of like, local skate videos that I would be into, and then just like skating around, meeting new people, and like just, I remember this kid had Bad Brains Converse, and I was like, what the fuck is that? He's like the most punk kid ever, and he had like the craziest shoes.
Fucking dope.
And then listening to Bad Brains, which I hated at first because I listened to,
What did you listen? I love that job.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was I was like, this isn't, 99 Luftballons is more punk, but then you listen to more and you like actually understand what they're saying and stuff. It's and Bad Religion or
Dude, they're
That's
saying
the
you gotta go with thy job, bro.
The same thing happened to me. I heard Bad Religion Bad Brains before I was into punk, but I heard the fucking reggae shit. I was like, I'm not cool with this. And then it went till later I went back. Yeah.
First
I
album,
knew that kid
amazing.
because he's like Misfits.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, what the fuck? You like reggae? And then learning about ska, you know, like becoming more into like ska and like actual like first wave ska and like specials and shit. I like that stuff.
Dude, what is up with you guys and fucking ska?
That's just
God,
I feel like
when
it's a
you're-
90s thing. Like it's just like
Yeah.
it was around, it was getting popular again. It's like the third wave fucking
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like the not even it's like some people don't even consider it like I don't even know if I consider it like a third wave as a ska. Just that like Pizza Hut ska kind of, you know. Literally,
No
I have it written
Doubt,
down. There's a
fucking
band.
Real Big Fish.
Not even, there's
kinda.
You remember? Did you ever hear the Jabberjaw song? Like it's just like a
cartoon.
Yeah, it's the band made a song and then it's like animated and it was just on Cartoon Network all the time. And it's just like a ska song that was bad. Jabberjaw. And it has like trumpet in it. It's really cool. I love that song.
Aquabats were on Nick Jr.
That was a little bit after my time. That's how I got my brother into punk.
That's a perfect example of the shit when I wasn't into punk of Jap trying to show me the fucking Aquabats. And me just being like, this ain't it, dude.
That's funny. That's a fine 101 to, you know, a loose punk. I love, the first time I heard Pizza Day, I was already way into, punk and stuff. I was already in high school and I heard Pizza Day and I was like, this song rules. Because it's like about, getting, free lunch at school, which is like cool. Like, I felt so seen
I got
from that kind of shit.
because my parents are too poor.
I thought it was about Pizzagate.
Get out of here. Aaron's actually a pizza connoisseur. He made pizza for many, many years. I've seen him slap out fucking 7 pizzas at once. It's insane.
I've heard it.
He stacks the doughs like a madman.
Woo, madman.
His forearms are huge.
But yeah. Forearms are huge.
You have
7 pizzas at once. Yeah. And then I remember, I don't know, trying to start bands and like fuck around with friends. I remember my friends were starting a band and they wanted me to be the singer. I didn't know how to fucking sing. So then I'm like, I'm just going to play guitar. And I don't know how to play guitar. So then the bass player didn't want to play bass. So I'm like, I'm going to play bass. And then just being, into, I remember one of the first songs I ever played was, Amoeba. It was either Amoeba or Kids of the Black Hole. And just like accidentally, just playing it. And you're like, oh, it's that song. And then just trying to get it faster and faster and faster. And just, I don't know, I loved it. But yeah, going into the album, yeah, there's one of my favorite bass players ever.
Amazing.
Fucking
Amazing.
Soto. He's like great. Rest in peace.
Actually,
when he died, I was
all 3 releases
actually
have
sad.
amazing bass players this episode. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever listen to fucking
yeah,
Ill in the Head, bro? Dead Kennedys? Come on.
Great. That is probably the standout bass track of that whole record too.
Get fucked.
Yeah. I love this album. It's just like the other one. It's 10 out of 10. I can't imagine much to say about it. Like,
no, yeah, this is another one where it's, you have a, little brother, or son or something, just let them listen to this album, see if they're into punk. You see a kid on the street, just tell them to listen to this album.
I had a shirt.
I don't let my anything.
You let them pick.
Yeah.
You just play it. Let them listen.
Oh man. Well, did you say your kids know, like, fucking, not to get into your kids or anything, but like they'd be like, this is New Order.
Yeah, but that's from my wife. They spend more time in her car than mine, so they hear. whatever she's playing.
Fair enough.
But cars now it like shows what you like the her car. It's the newer car.
You're seeing the album art. Fucking
yeah, the whole fucking thing. So like, I think they're like, and that's only my oldest. So I think she's just reading.
Damn, she's smart.
Yeah, and then like I don't know. I guess my progression is like I would go to like metal shows with, my friends that I would play, random shit. Like I remember one of the first covers we ever did in middle school was not even System of a Down. It was the guitarist's other band, Scars on Broadway.
I've never heard.
We learned a song called They Say. It was an easy song to play. That's why we played it. I love the song though. It was like the first cover we ever all learned as a band, and like playing that just all together was like, whoa, we can do something, and like it's fucking crazy. But then like we would just go to like, we weren't in the scene, at that time. We were still super young. But we go to like the Roxy and just like shit in Denver, and it was just like, similar, just like that kind of, flood over of that new metal era kind of metal bands and stuff, and stuff I never really liked. Some of it had like cool guitar and stuff, but it was like, it wasn't what I was seeking. But then I remember going to a few different shows at the Marquee back in the day, when it was actually owned by like Soderbergh or whatever. Like that's the production that did it. And like there were so many fun shows and just like also just silly bands. But like, it's like the first when it felt more as a community, and like they were like preaching, anti-hate stuff, like anti, just like
don't be a piece of shit.
Just like don't be a piece of shit. I did so much I think I was like, a sophomore in high school at that time, and just getting into like actual shows, being in my first like, actual circle pit where you do, fall down and you're super scared, and then somebody actually picks you up and you're like, oh my God, this is like fun and great and a little bit different. Yeah, then it's a little bit different than like, a lot of hardcore shows today where it's like motherfuckers just really want to windmill all the time. And I miss a lot of the classic circle pit.
Running around.
There's a thrash metal band from Denver called Havoc. Then like their whole thing was like no karate in the pit, and I remember just like people saying that all the time, just no karate in the pit. Not to even hate on it. I love, a rowdy fucking show. I think that's classic and great. But I don't mind a fun circle pit, even in a skanking ska pit. It's fucking fun. I don't know, just a sense of community and like, just a bunch of weirdos all in one place. It was so great to get into. That 10 years ago or whatever, when I first got into it, that scene was very fun. Everybody was like interesting and smart, and like it was just a little bit smaller than it was now. So it was just like easier to know more people.
But everybody.
Yeah, I don't know. I know some people.
He knows everybody in Denver. He is the central punk rock icon in Denver. This guy, everybody.
I'm Keith's foot in. But no, it's great. I love. There was Blastomat. Going to shows there. Like there's party houses and stuff. There's like a bunch of different fun places that are like gone.
Rhinoceros.
Yeah, that place is still,
What was it called for real?
still over there.
Rhinoceros. It's
Rhinoceropolis.
You got it. Is that Club Scum was next door? It's great.
I've never been there. I always enjoy going to shows at Blastomat though.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Great place. It's still good now, I think.
And then then it turned into Seventh Circle, and I was like a part of like being right my senior year of high school, I would just go to Seventh Circle all the fucking time and like volunteer there all the time. I would ditch school and go there. And I remember my first, I think it was my first period class was English, and like 80%. Has Aaron gone? There we go. Okay. All right. Edit.
Welcome
All right.
back.
Timestamp. Edit.
What happened?
No,
What are
You tell me.
nothing. You missed nothing. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. No, I remember. Yeah, like going to Seventh Circle. English class was my first, period, and then I had an off period, and then 80% of my grade or something was based on the one end of the year project, and so I would never go to class, and I did my whole project on DIY in Seventh Circle and doing it at Seventh Circle, and I passed the whole class.
What?
Because it was, because it was such. I was in like it was called Capstone, and it was just the big project you had to do. It had to do with something of your future or something. I literally just bullshitted it all, and I just I took all the pictures that I took at punk shows and all the shit I've been doing, and put it all into one thing, and then aced it and got into like it was like called the All-Star like grouping or whatever, and I passed English class, and I never went there just because I based off my whole shit on going to shows and like all I wanted to do. And so I don't know, Seventh Circle and Aaron's Day and stuff like are near and dear to me. I love that stuff. I love that place. I hope it never goes away. It's for the kids, I go there as much as I can, but I'm so happy to see other people, volunteer there as much as they can. And, it's so meaningful for, kids like me at that time in my life when I didn't want to, be at school, where I didn't, feel like I belong. I didn't want to be at home. I had a place to go. And like, I don't know. I think that's so important. And like so many scenes and like, so just in the world to like have a fun punk weirdo collective where you can like just do your thing.
When you see somebody with a band shirt that you're like, oh fuck, like I know that band too. Like that's always a good feeling.
Like, it's so nice. Just even a patch of a band that you're like, what other people listen? Other people listen to that shit? What the fuck?
That's beautiful, Joey.
Well, I don't know. It's good. It's fun. I don't know, just the progression of it, just liking the shit I like and feeling like I was, a weirdo, and then like meeting other people that are just, fun weirdos. It's great.
Yeah.
I can we're all pretty fucking out
I don't know.
I love it nowadays because now I don't look the part as much as I used to as a younger kid. So I love it now. When I see younger people with like a shirt or a patch or something, I'm like full dad mode with my kids and shit, and I'll be like, "Yo, nice shirt, bro." And they give me the craziest look, like I'm fucking like, "Who the fuck?"
Like that. Willow be Afro, huh? That's fun. That's cool. I just love punk. I love metal too, but punk has always been, like we touched on before, like metal is, is a tougher theatrics, and punk is like a more like a, it's like, hey, this is me, and like what of it, like
it's a more personal and honest.
Yeah, like it's about like even the song I picked it for this because when I was a little kid, hearing the lyrics of Amoeba, you think it's like something weird, and you think it's like a horror like science horror story or something.
Yeah,
But then you ponder it a little bit more. And yeah, but it's like about individualism and like being it's like a one cell thing just by itself, but like it can't be denied. I don't know. I just think it was a very important song, and I think it really fit into this episode, and just being like, showing our individual experiences.
Yeah. I love that
Yeah.
album.
Let's
Sorry.
fucking get
What's that?
talk about the album.
Oh, you want me to go? I'll go real quick about
Go for it.
Adolescence. That Blue album is one of the best albums ever. In my opinion, the bass player is amazing. The lyric content,
Rest in peace.
fucking out, like just for the time, like just so good. Fucking, it's one.
And they're children. They're literally. I think the youngest one was 15 at the time.
Yeah. That is, and I'm gonna say those fucking guitar riffs are fucking.
To this day.
I can't play some of that shit because that guy's wildin', man. That guy's out of his mind. It's very California sounding. It's very, and it's like a really rock and roll solo a lot of the time, which I don't like.
Yeah, me neither, but it worked there.
Yeah,
Love
it
it.
goes in there. They're fast when they need to be fast. They're slow when they need to be slow. I love this album. I love it. I love it. This is a punk album that you can't. Nobody doesn't like this. Get the fuck out of here. Are you fucking stupid? This is like not like Never Mind the Bollocks. This is fucking My Asshole, the Sex Pistols. Like that's a great album. Everybody should love that album too.
I love that album. Yeah.
And Fresh
Same
Fruit.
time period.
And honestly, I'm growing to like Aaron's a lot. I mean, I wouldn't categorize it in there with the other albums, but I like that album. But, anyways, that's all I think. Adolescence, yeah. I don't. Recently, I've been, with all this, everything in life that's going on, I ponder their lyrics a little bit.
Definitely.
So, like, they say, I can't live in a world this gay. Like, and I'm thinking.
They're children. They're 15 years old, bro. 17.
So, hold on. I'm thinking that maybe they meant, like, happy gay. Like, I don't want to live in such a happy, like, fucking gay-ass world.
You can't live in this happy world.
Yeah, dude, because maybe, like, fake happy shit. You know what I'm saying? Kind of goes with the lyric content as it goes. But there's also another one, and that kind of like threw me off too. And I don't know anything about the band The Queers. I don't know what time period that was. I don't know if they're talking about that band, but they straight up go.
Don't give a fuck about.
I don't give a fuck about the Queers. They're like, whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck that, bro.
It's funny because I do think about that band every time I hear that line. I'm like, Queers are okay, whatever.
I've never heard that band.
Never heard the Queers? You probably have.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What do you think about that, Aaron? Those lyric contents?
I think it's a product of its time and their age.
You think they hate gay people?
No, I never interpreted it as them hating gay people. I interpreted it as kind of like a nihilistic kind of thing. Like, why? They're fucked. I don't care. Like, why?
Yeah, the Queers are fucked. That's yeah.
Which now, that line obviously hasn't aged well, and I'm not co-signing that sentiment. But
straight up though, I'm not gonna be weird about this. This is really controversial when he says, "Oh wait, is that in the same song?" I don't know if it's the same song, but he says, "I'm gonna jerk white tears."
Yeah.
I love it.
Is that what he said?
Yeah. So it's like he's like there's hot chicks, the teasers. Oh yeah, that's Creatures. That's in Creatures.
Yeah.
So I go home and jerk white tears.
Yeah.
Genius.
I don't think
it's for the kids.
It's for the fucking kids, bro.
I don't think it would.
Masturbation is all right, y'all.
Nah, yeah, definitely the lyrics. This is fucking
1981.
1981.
Yeah, I mean,
Do you think it was for
Yeah.
like shock value, or do you think they're just?
what? Yeah, they're 15-year-old kids, man. Like
Probably,
everything.
that's probably the least shocking of that time. Like that's probably the least shocking line of the whole fucking thing.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting.
That's
but
all
no,
I have to say about the Adolescents. I love them.
I love that album. Just like I said, the Kennedys, I can't think of much to say that hasn't been said about the times. It's a perfect album.
It's fucking 35 minutes long, and it's still great.
I would like to touch on kind of something I touched on earlier, and Eddie brought it up again. Or not Eddie, I'm sorry. Fuck.
Who the
Joey-
fuck is Eddie? You're freaking me
That was
out,
better
dude.
than Iron Maiden.
Eddie's coming to get you.
Differences, you know, the we've talked about it a couple times, like punk versus metal. I was thinking about what he said it last time. So, as someone who's been involved in both and has been in bands in both, I would like from a lyrical perspective, right? Like in the metal projects I've involved in, there's like a okay, let me start with this. Like punk projects I've been involved in lyrically, right? It's always been about acknowledging flaws about myself, trying to overcome them, trying to be a better person, you know, like this kind of thing, like acknowledging like there's terrible things and we need to and whatever shape or form that subject matter takes, what it could be a million different things, but generally speaking, it's usually like trying to take a negative and turn it into a positive, or be a better person, or slightly introspective, like I carry a lot of anger and hatred and I'm trying to overcome it, kind of thing. Whereas the metal stuff has always been totally leaning into the bad aspects of my personality or my mind.
Sure.
Whereas
fucking deep, bro. Jesus Christ.
Whereas like the punk stuff that I've done is more about acknowledging it and trying to overcome it. And again, like I said, I think both are valid. I think you need to. I think there's a place for exercising those negative things just purely for the sake of exercising them. Obviously, you can, but the problem with metal is I think sometimes it, like I said, when I was a kid, I was trying to make that my whole personality. It can be not great, you know what I mean? Like, and
Exactly.
I think it's a dark, like you kind of, you know, that's the beautiful thing to me about punk. Like metal's great. I love metal. I have a large collection of both. You know what I mean?
You're saying it's more of a positive outlook. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, just the difference, just in general. And that's not to say, I mean, punk can be negative too.
Definitely. And metal can be super positive. Some of the, even like, shitty hair metal, like Twisted Sister and stuff is some of like the most uplifting shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, Twisted Sister's what's up.
I'm saying, very generally, and Joey, us elitists don't consider that real metal. So.
But coming up.
No, I'm kidding. Stay Hungry is a great album.
I love Twisted Sister.
But I think that's like a good illustration of the differences, I guess, outside of just pure music. You know what I mean?
For sure. I agree. I think that's well said. But I think, punk and metal, has its, it says what it needs to say, and some of it can influence you in ways,
Well,
that doesn't mean it's bad. Like, it's always great. Like, in my opinion, like, it's always, for me personally, like, if you're like, it'll what's, I don't want to say it. It'll like introduce you to ideas and like maybe even fears and stuff that you didn't consider, and it helps you overcome it in a different way.
Yeah,
completely ignoring it or something.
Yeah, so that's a good point. Again, lyrically, in metal projects that I'm involved in, it's a lot of the lyrics are either based around just concepts or ideas I thought were interesting or something I read in a book or whatever. Whereas the, like some of the punk or hardcore bands I was in, yeah, like Keith knows this. Like the lyrics are way more about me dealing with my issues and trying to be about, you know what I mean? So I think that, I mean, obviously that's part of me, but I think that applies almost across the board.
Being a better person, I feel like, is the underlying fucking being a better person, not being a piece of shit, and fucking helping people is the underlying message that I get from punk rock. Like in just the general vibe. And I love it.
Agreed.
Fucking help people, dude. Jesus.
All right, boys. Well, I think this is gonna be a long one.
It's gonna be a fucking long one, folks. I mean, thanks for fucking. If you fucking this long, God bless you.
We appreciate it. I actually was looking forward to this. Just kind of, like I said earlier, I am always fascinated by people's musical journeys. Like how did you get here? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, we have Joey who came from, I think, mostly just punk rock. Aaron who came from metal to punk rock. I came from pop country to punk rock.
To metal.
To metal in the end. I love some metal now, boys. Iron Man's always been the jams though, since Vice City. It's my whole fucking music is based on video games and movies, straight up.
Yeah. Did you say Vice City? Yeah, that one has the.
You got Number of the
That has
Beast
so
on
much influence
there.
on me as well.
Or maybe it's 2 minutes.
A-Rock or whatever. B-Rock.
Yeah. That shit was so good. Judas Priest is on there. Fucking Maiden's on there. I feel like there's Black Flag on one of them. I don't even know. But fucking yeah. I mean, this was a special episode. We probably won't do this again ever because now you know.
Yeah.
The more you know.
Normal affair. On the next episode, we have a guest. It'll be our normal routine.
Who the fuck's our next guest? Is it the Chris Roach episode?
I think it's your boy Christopher Roach.
Christopher Sir Roachenting.
Yeah.
Joey, wait till you meet this fella. It's interesting that Joey has the dynamic of not knowing these people, and he comes in going, all right. All
right.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm also a podcast listener, I guess.
Who's your favorite guest so far? Oh my god, not to call anybody out. Oh, maybe we'll wait till episode 10 for that. Never mind. Sorry, guys.
Okay. Yeah, when everybody's here, I'll say this.
Yeah, that's episode 10 premise. We're getting anybody who wants to come in from previous episodes.
Wait, no, that's wrong.
Jump in. No, wait. 9, 10?
Episode 10 is going to be our next themed episode, which is punk legends or classic albums that we're supposed to like that we hate.
I just don't like a lot of things, and it's going to be fucked.
We're going to do a special episode in between the 2 seasons, which is when we're going to have, it's open invite. We'll have 30 guests on. We don't give a shit.
We can have up to 25, technically.
Up to 25. Hit us up. Let's go.
If we fill that up, I'd be so happy, everybody. We'll listen to 25 fucking hours of music. Fuck it. We'll be here all day.
There'll just be a bunch of people talking over each other.
Oh, yeah. Longest episode ever.
Robot Boys.
We hear all their intros into punk rock. Oh, Jesus Christ.
It would be so long. I cut mine down because it was so long.
Well.
But yeah. Good podcast.
I think this was a great episode, guys. Like we said, we'll never do it again if you didn't like it, so don't worry.
I learned so much.
And if you did, I'm so sorry because this will never happen again because now you know we've told our life stories here about punk rock music and blah, 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 blah.
Oh, boy. Whew. All right, let's call it. I'm tired.
Everybody, thanks for tuning in. We look forward to seeing you on the next episode. If you want, you can check us out on Instagram at Punk Disputes Pod. Is that correct?
Yes.
I'm not going to spell that out. It's Punk Disputes pod, like you're in a fucking alien pod. It's not that hard to figure out. Just fucking type it in. Invasion of the fucking punk pod people. We all listen to the dead Kennedys. I don't know. Anyhow, yeah, thanks guys. Have a wonderful life, and we'll see you next episode.
Oh yeah.